Hi everyone, and welcome to some subscriber Saturday chess. And I'm your host today. I am over here at Chess.com, and I'm going to be playing you guys mainly at 5-minute chess. So do get into Chess.com. Do challenge me. I'm going to challenge you as well. So so it should be a good little Saturday. So I'll keep an eye on the chat. So I see over in the chat we already have Court Chester. Hello, Court Chester. And we have Tiger Trap. Hello, Tiger Trap. And a couple of you are here already. JS is asking, are you ready to loose? I think you mean lose. I guess you don't mean loose. I hope you mean lose, but no, I'm not ready to lose. I'm going to win every game today, every single game. So anyway, so it should be a bit of fun. So I'm just going to change my settings so I can take you guys on. And remember, the way this works is that you I'm going to change my settings now, so don't worry about this. Just so I can face you guys. And the way this works is, in order to play me, you have to be a subscriber on the Chess.com Twitch channel. So do make sure you are a subscriber. It's quite a cheap thing to do. And that means you can play against me today and other great grandmasters in the future. So there's a lot of benefits, really, of becoming a subscriber. You get some funky emotes as well. Is this a simul? Bishop Takes is asking. No, it's a subscriber thing, meaning that you have to be a subscriber, and I'm going to play against you guys at Blitz Chess, and we'll just have some fun. I'm going to crush you all. I'm going to crush you all. That's what we're going to do. And we have my cat Charlie. If you're wondering what this chair is next to me, well, we have, that's the Charlie chair, and he likes looking at the fish. So we got the fish going about behind me. So all cool there. Right, so how do you subscribe? I'm being asked. It's very easy to do. I think there's you can see I think it's above the video bar. There's a blue thing where you're watching this that says subscribe. That's on the desktop anyway. How do I pronounce that name? You don't make it easy. You just press ! Subscribe. So that's another way of doing it. Are they real fish? Well, let me just see if I can touch them. They're in my massive. I actually have this massive fish cage behind me. You can see how big it is. Look, I'm very lucky. It's a bit like a James Bond lair. I have like a 100-foot fish tank behind me, and these are my fish. And obviously Charlie's there, and he likes trying to get the fish at some point. Now, if you believe that, you believe anything, and you can probably tell the fish are actually going in the same motion all the time. So don't believe that. We're not gonna. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Right. So hello to everyone else who's joining in. Helms Knight, Norwegian subscriber. You should all go and check out. So let's start the game. Let's start. So I'm going to be playing against. Well, I'm going to call you Blob. I'm going to call you the Blob Man. So we're going to, basically the time limit we're generally playing is straight up 5 minutes. So we're going to be doing that. Hello, Charlie. Can you see the fish? You're looking at the fish, are you? Yes, you're looking at the fish. I'd love to have a massive fish tank. That'd be great behind me, like a proper James Bond villain, but it's not so easy to do. Where are you going now, Charlie? Okay, you're coming up here. All right, you want to get nearer the fish. So we'll start the first game with a normal Queen's Gambit. Very nice. I've got a cat bum in my face. Hello, Charlie. Hello. Thank you for putting your cat bum in my face. And we're going to go for a normal sort of variation where I'm going to try to come through the centre. Well, I don't know the theory of this one. It'd be nice. I always start, whenever I do my own streams, I always start with a loss. So it would be fantastic to not start with a loss today. I mean, that'd be lovely. So I'm just going to develop quickly. It seems like a good idea. And 5 minutes is a good time limit because we get a chance to have a little bit. I can discuss the ideas a little bit more. Anyone think I'm going to lose the game today? Will I lose the game today? Who knows? And remember, you can play me if you're logged in to Chess.com and you're a subscriber on the site. So, well, bye, Charlie. I'll see you later, Charlie. You don't want to be on the camera anymore. Okay, so we'll get rid of the Charlie cam. So this position's quite complex already. My opponent now threatening to take here. And what ideas do I have? Well, Queen D2 and Castle's queenside looks very interesting. So I think we're trying to start off today with some interesting attacking chess. I'll get rid of the Charlie cam now, as Charlie has gone. And my opponent's not getting involved. My opponent is just simply developing. Makes a lot of sense. And now I could even consider going D6. I think I will play that now. I mean, the downside of that is I don't have ideas of getting a checkmate on D8 anymore. But my pawns are very annoying for my opponent there. Now I'm just wondering, he can't take here. Queen takes, rook take, queen takes B2. Which may Charlie's my cat. Charlie's gone now. So, which is an idea he might want to do, because then I will come to queen D8 checkmate. And why does Charlie the cat have a camera? Why does the Pope have a balcony? You know, answer that question. Answer that question. I don't know, because he's famous. He wants his own camera. That's why. Simple. Okay, so bishop here. Now I'd like to play knight here, but my opponent will take that one. Maybe I can still do that. Other things I can try. I'd love to get this pawn rocking and rolling up the board. Something like D7. So that's another good idea. Let's have a look. So knight here, bishop takes E3. Pawn takes here, and then queen B5. So I think he's okay. He's surviving. Now, if he takes here, do I even want to open up the F-file? Will that give me some attack maybe later on? I don't think so. So what I am going to do... Well, okay, I'm going to castle anyway. Because now if he takes here, I don't think I can play D7. Because he goes bishop takes D7 and his bishop will be pinning my queen. But it's certainly an idea. So he's just playing sensible. He just wants to stop me ever playing that move. And now I'm going to play E5. Just to try to get my pieces into some more aggressive squares. So, yeah, this sub-Saturday, I mean, I know it's something that Chess.com do on a lot of Saturdays. So it gives you guys a chance to play against, you know, a title player. So, like I say, I am a grandmaster, even though some people might, you know, question that. But I am a grandmaster. So you get a chance to play a grandmaster, and you get a chance to, you know, take down a grandmaster in a game. So, which I'm going to try to win every game today. I'm going to be brutal. Well, what I think we'll do, because I'm doing a 3-hour show, and I think what I'll do later on, in the last hour or so, we'll take some weird challenges. So when I say weird challenges, you know, like, you tell me, like, if you want me to move pawns for the first 10 moves, I'll try to win and move pawns for the first 10 moves. Now, in order to play me, you have to be a subscriber. I'm being told who to challenge, and you have to challenge me. And then I'll decide who I play. So, there we go. Okay, so C5 being played. Now, I wish I had a plan, but I don't really have a plan. Now, it's probably better to challenge me when the game's over. So what is my plan here, people? What am I trying to do here? I'm sure I have a plan. I'm pawn down. Do I try to get this knight in? Does that help me? Well, then bishop... Well, then I go D7. Does this help me at all? I don't see how that helps me. What else do I do? Do I just go bishop E2? That doesn't look like a great square. Do I even go G4? G5? Well, that looks like fun. So let's do that. Let's do that. That looks like fun. Let's go G4, G5. Just try to open him up a little bit. He can't go bishop here yet, because what he can do, but then D7 is a little bit annoying, and I can always go E4 to block his bishop out. So I think I've got a bit of compensation for the pawn, because this guy is that is like having a nut stuck in your throat, isn't it? Having a pawn in that square. It's a really, really nice pawn. Okay, so he's going to play this move next. I think I'll continue with my plan. I'll play here. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it's something. I mean, I'm just trying to make him decide what he wants to do with this pawn, because then my knight might better rock in. Helm's Knight is saying she likes G4. Thank you, Helm's Knight. So like I say, go and check out Helm's Knight. I know is a streamer who streams Bughouse mainly. Helm's Knight, is that right? You'll have to excuse me if I'm wrong, but I think I've seen some of your Bughouse streams before. So I'm going to try to get my rook in now, guys. They're very entertaining. So go and check out Helm's Knight. And now my knight is going to come diving in. Quite appropriate with a fish behind. And I'm obviously threatening a knight f7. We're both getting a bit shorter time now. And also I might just better get my pawn back. So it seems to me that knight f7 is a pretty strong move here. In we go. In we go. Oh, he's found a way out. Crafty. You crafty so-and-so. Of course I saw that move. I didn't. Okay, so we'll just go bishop g2. And do I want to take that? I don't think I really want to take that pawn because my knight looks quite stupid over there. So I'm actually just going to move my knight back. Keep it in the centre of the board, I think is the best way to go. And how do we get something rocking and rolling over there? Okay, so my opponent's playing well. Now I think I will take that bishop off because then this bishop on f3 should always be quite strong. And let's see if I can try and get a rook eventually to the back rank. Let's give that one a go. So okay, so I'm gonna have to eliminate that. Another idea is I can go for e6. So I'll give that a go. But I'd love to get a rook on the back rank, that or a queen or something. So I'm gonna try and now come in. Thank you, to the back rank. So in we come. In we come. What's your PL team? What's a PL team? My football team? Do you mean? Do you mean football team? What's my football team? Pro League team? I don't know. I mean, I did play for the London Lions, Premier League. Ah, okay. I'm a bit slow today, obviously. My opponents get very short of time here, so okay. Cheers. A glass of water. It's not that exciting, but still, I'll cheers you. My Premier League team is... So I'm trying to think as well. Okay, I'll come back again because I can take this one. Well, I don't actually follow much football, funnily enough, but I do like Liverpool. I've always sort of, if I was going to pick a football team, it would be Liverpool. I don't know why Liverpool, because I live a long way from Liverpool. But when I was a kid, I used to enjoy watching Liverpool play. They're very good. Ian Rush was a great player. Rush. So okay, so thank you for the game there, Blobe. And we're now going to take in another challenge. So who's next? Okay. So hello to everyone in the chat. Cruzy Lee. Hello, mate. Good to see you in the chat. So I'm going to now play one Nug Me. Well, how do we get the challenges up then? So how do we get them? Okay, so one Nug Me. You are next, sir. So thank you for the game, the last one. Am I going to get white in every game? That would be pretty damn cool. Yeah, Cruzy Lee. It was an interesting night last night. I hope you got... How did you get back home, by the way, Cruzy Lee? That was one thing I was wondering today. I have to say, I've been a little bit tired today, but I've had a nice restful day. I've had a day off work today. Well, this is kind of a bit of work, but it's all right. Okay, so what am I going to do here? Well, against the French defence, one line I often like playing is e5, and this is the wing gambit. I'm a very aggressive player. I like sacrificing. I like getting the initiative, attacking, all these kind of things. And the idea of this opening is to try to get a pawn chain like this. So I get d4 and c3. And my opponent did not capture the pawn. He probably should have done, because now we're going to get the same position. but he hasn't actually got an extra pawn, so he probably should have taken there. And the reason I sort of tried to do that is divert his pawns away from the centre. I bet it was quite expensive, Lee. I bet it was. How much your taxi home cost? Quite glad I had a nice easy walk home last night. Hello to Avad, by the way, in the chat. Hello to Morph. Hello, Morph. Hope you're doing all right. Chess Pats of Utah. Johnny Utah. That used to be Point Break. It used to be my favourite. Well, I love that film. I love that film. Point Break. It does glamorise armed robbery a bit, but hey ho, it is a film. But yeah, it was a great film. Great film that was. So yeah, how much was your taxi, Lee, last night? I'm intrigued. So if you're wondering what was going on, Lee here, a friend of mine, came down, and we had with another friend and a couple of us had some food and a drink after work last night. 60 or 70 pounds. Okay, it could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, so I'm hoping he'll castle. So what am I going to do if he castles here? Come on, guys. What am I going to play if he castles? What is going to happen? And remember, in order to play me, you have to be a sub on Chess.com. So everyone subscribe. Subscribe up, people. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Well, I was going to go for the Greek gift. Now, what I'm going to do now is try to stop him castling, because I don't like it when my opponent castles. So how do we do that? We go bishop to a3, and look at that. That is a spanking diagonal. Cutting across him. £60 for a taxi. It was quite an expensive taxi, Lee, yeah. No, very expensive taxi. John said something like, got £110 bill. God, £110 for a taxi. Should have got the last train home. Okay, so I've got my opponent's king stuck in the centre. Now, when you're in such a situation as this, you should either be looking at ways to open up the position, because then I can try to get an attack against the king. So maybe something like taking and e6 is an idea. One Nugme is saying, I'm not fast enough. Well, that might not be true, but I do love, if that's your picture, I do love your beard. So that makes up for it, one Nugme. It makes up for it. So, you know. So that's one idea. So in order to prepare that idea, I'm going to get a rook here. So I may be able to take and go e6 and just try to blast through the middle. Ginger Jim, drinking water is not fair. Well, I do have a glass of wine here in a beer glass, which is a bit peculiar. A little bit peculiar. Okay. So remember, if you want to play, get your challenges in. And that's... Okay, so right. Okay, so my opponent's now put the knight here. Now, I don't want to lose this bishop. This bishop, to me, seems like a fantastic piece. So I don't really want to play this next move, but that knight is very strong. So I am going to take it off. And I have two ideas here. Either to try to get my knight into d6. That's like a pretty good idea. Maybe I can come this way. Or this way. Or to play d5. Because remember, when your opponent's king is stuck in the middle, you want to open it up. But I think I like it when all my pieces are harmonising. And the idea of just taking the pawn back here can't be bad. So we're gonna go for this one. And my opponent's defended against that idea. He's playing well. My opponent's playing well. Now, g4 might be possible, but I'm thinking my opponent will put the knight on that square. But I think I might do that because I want to come here with my knight. And at the moment, my opponent's knight is defending that square. So if I can get rid of that knight, then d6 becomes a very attractive square for my knight. Triss is saying... Triss Kellyton, maybe. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Oh, that's a good move. That's annoying. So now he's going to castle. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. You're not allowed to castle. How dare you castle against me? Okay. That's annoying. He's managed to castle. And if he castles, he's probably doing okay. Because I've lost one of my best attacking pieces. I've lost my bishop. Okay. Well, he should have definitely castled there. Because now I've got this check and he can't castle. 20 quid chips. Well, I have to say, the English fish and chips are very good. It's probably like our national dish, fish and chips, isn't it? So I reckon it's kind of like, you know, fish and chips is it's very English, but that is a lot of money for fish and chips. Okay, so now we are going to come for F7. So I'm being told Kevin Bordy was hosting there. He wasn't prepared for his G4. But if look, if you see me play chess before, you will know I'm a little bit of a lunatic, meaning I like attacking. I can move. I'm going to move the chair into the swimming pool now. Look at that. Isn't that a nice? I don't know, that backdrop. If it gets annoying, tell me, because there's a lot of fish going on there. Everything's a suburb of London. Guildford is quite a way away from London, but I say 30 miles, isn't it? Something like that. I mean, I'll be honest. London is a fantastic place, but, and there's a big but, if no, I'm going to take here. I'm just trying which night. If you're coming to England, I would recommend many other places apart from London. I mean, I don't like it. It's a bit too busy. I go there sometimes, but I prefer, like... Oh, did I just... Oh, careful. Careful, Simon. I was only thinking he was going to move his queen there. Oh, that's a bit nasty, isn't it? Okay, let's not get checkmated. That would be embarrassing. So, don't take the rook. You get checkmated. So, I don't know. I mean, so he's coming out. Oh, dear. Have I sort of screwed this up a little bit? Why did I take with that knight? That was a disgusting move. Okay, I think it's still all right. I take here and I've got knight g6. But for example, I like Brighton down by the sea. It's a lovely place. I was at university down there. Fantastic place. I mean, there's loads of cool shops, seaside, good fish and chips, comedy clubs, theatres, pubs everywhere. I think Brighton has got something like 500 pubs. Can you believe it? 500 pubs in one place. I mean, you know, I know some people have tried to have a drink in every single pub. When I was at university, it was like the Brighton Challenge. And the Brighton Challenge was to, try and in the course of 1 year, trying to go to every single pub in Brighton. But yeah, Brighton's a really cool place. But if you ever do go to England, I really like places like Glastonbury. Scotland is beautiful. There's some lovely places. That obviously is not England, but you know. Okay, well I think my opponent is some serious doodah here. Does London has... Okay, thank you for the game. One nug me. Unlucky there. You had me a little bit scared when you got your queen in to d5. That got me a little bit trembling there. So next up, we have, and I'm being told who to take on. A. Botez is a good player. I'm sure referring to Alexander Botez. She is a good player. She's a very good player. She's playing over in Reykjavik at the moment, I believe, in Iceland. Okay, we're going to try different openings in most games, I think. Going to go for a bit of a perk. Reykjavik's one of my favourite tournaments. I've just had too much work on to go there. But Iceland is a fantastic country to go to. It's one of the most magical countries in the world. It really is. So I wonder if he's going to go h4, h5. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to castle and we'll see. Is he going to lob? Oh, he's going for Gary. You are... Oh, I'm playing a caveman. This is the kind of player I love playing. A player of my own heart. A lunatic. Okay. So, when someone attacks on the wing, you want to attack in the centre. So, I'm either thinking e5 or c5 here. I'm going to go e5 because I'm castled. My opponent's not. Like I said before, I want to open up the position. Yeah, well, it's okay. My idea here is to take here because now I'm going to try to get through to his king. Yeah, thanks for the game, one nug me. It's a bit of a transition, isn't it? Transitioning from like rapid to blitz. I mean, 5 minutes like a lifetime for people like Hikaru, but you know, it's quite quick. Anyway, cheers. I'm going to have a little bit of my wine now. as it's a Saturday evening. Does chat in my channel show up here? Says Estala. Now, I have absolutely not the foggiest, meaning foggiest idea. Bam Desi is saying play Feingold. I'm gonna get enough of Feingold soon. I don't, I'm not in a particular rush to play him at the moment. There's, in under 2 weeks' time, I'm taking on Feingold, so I don't want to give away all my opening secrets. Not that I have done any work at all yet. But you guys, this is, we're playing subs, so all you have to be is a subscriber on Chess.com, and you have to be logged into Chess.com. Challenge me, and I'm trying to try to play as many people as I can. So it's not easy to play against a grandmaster. I mean, where do you find a grandmaster to play? So hopefully this is a good opportunity for some of you to get an interesting game of chess. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So my opponent, I like his spirit. He's very aggressive. I'm going to line my pieces up against his king, because checkmate ends the game. Hello, Haunted Sink, another streamer. I think Haunted Sink, very underrated streamer. I love his setup there. Very trippy. Am I going to fight those fish? You going to fight those fish? Well, I do like my fish and chips, but fighting fish is I've never fought a fish before. So is it a good time to start now? It is Saturday. I like animals. I don't want to go fighting any fish. I say that, I do like eating them. I was actually, the thing is, I wanted to be vegetarian, but I've always been a meat eater. And, I do love animals. And if it wasn't for sausages, I think I could be a vegetarian. But I just love sausages. Maybe I've got to try a bit harder in the future. I do love fish as well. Do you like how I'm already going off the tangent and talking about sausages? I love my steak as well. I do. I do love my food. Okay, right. So what are we going to do here? Well, there's two options. Well, there's a couple of options here. I can take here with check. I can take here with the pawn, because then my bishop can come here. Quite like the look of that. Or I could just take the bishop back. So what am I going to do? I think, actually, I might take with a pawn. Oh, he might move his queen here, then do some nasty knight check. I don't want him to do that. Okay, we'll give him a check. So we'll go for the check. I like burgers as well. Yeah, oh, God, did I just miss that one? I was thinking about sausages. Oh, my words. Simon, you idiot. You were thinking about sausages too much. No. There you go. I've missed he could just come back. What an idiot. I could have just... That was unbelievable. Okay. So now... Unbelievable I could do that. Okay. But I still have a bit of pressure. So it might be okay still. But I mean, I could have had the same position with an extra piece. Okay. Let's go here. And try to win this knight. Now, I have a check here. Then he moves his knight back. And I have a lot of pressure in this position, so I feel it might be right. I can also maybe just move my bishop around like this. That's a very good diagonal. So let's go for that one. Get the bishop in the game. Sausages. Have you seen Ben's streams? I don't think vegetarian, because Ben's a vegetarian, which shocked me when I heard. But yeah, I do admire vegetarians, I have to say. I do admire them. Okay, right. So I'm in danger of losing this game. So I still have a lot of pressure, but I don't want to lose this early. And where do I put my rook? Here, or let's move the bishop, of course. This is why I got the bishop around, so let's do it. And my bishops are fantastic here, aren't they? I've got very good bishops, and I might be winning a piece back now. Okay, well, he's attacking that one. That's a good move. So can I go rook b4 with the idea of All my pieces are working, so this position is probably okay. A Rip is saying, Simon, are you rich from streaming? I didn't see that move as well. God, I'm missing a lot of moves today. Am I rich from streaming? No. I mean, you don't really make any money from streaming, that's the thing. I mean, some people do. But, God, I'm flapping this up, man. Okay, some people do, but I mean, you only make money really if someone donates or you've got loads of subscribers, and I personally don't have a lot of that. I mean, I like streaming, so it's something I enjoy doing. And I like playing Blitz and stuff, so it's all right. But I'm not a millionaire quite yet, if that's what you mean. Okay, so my opponent is defending well, and I have how many pawns? I have 3 pawns. I have a bit of an attack. His king is very weak, so it's probably all right. But I have played some pretty shocking moves in this game. His queen is a very good piece in the middle of the board there. How many subs to become a millionaire? It's a good question. That. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Hikaru's smashing it at the moment, isn't he? Hikaru, he is really smashing it. But I mean, he's a great player and he deserves it. So, okay, let's try to come around here then. That looks like an interesting way to go. I expect the chess bras doing well. I mean, what happens is, I mean, I'll explain as far as I know how it works. And okay, I want to win this game as well. Is you you get, like, every time someone subs, you get about $2.50 a month from them. So if you have, okay, now if you have like 100 subscribers, you'll get $250 a month, which I guess is something like I get, you know, something around that mark. Now, what am I doing here? This is the question. So, but if you have 1,000, then you're starting to get 2,500 a month. So it really does depend. Okay, on how many you get, and you get the odd donation and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I mean, it can be good, obviously. Right, what's happening here then? So I am trying my best to make my opponent's life difficult, and that's a very nice diagonal I have. This one coming in, but my opponent is defending well. I'm a little bit up on time. Oh, look at that, he's trying to checkmate me down there. Like I say, he's playing very well. Now, can I come in with a check? He's trying to come down here now, isn't he? So check, and he gets at least a draw then. How do I stop the draw? Can't, can I? Ah. Maybe he's winning. Oh, no, I've got mate. Cool. Oh, I saw that all along. Obviously that was my plan. Obviously I had a great plan there. Whoa, well, I have to say, good game there, sir. A. Botes. That was a good game. Good game. I mean, I must have had you out the opening, but blundering a piece like that, I mean, luckily my position was still quite dangerous, and I played the start quite well, but you played very well at the end there. So well done, sir. Well done. That was a good game. You gave me a very good fight, and you had me on the ropes. I expect you were definitely winning at some point, but I shouldn't have blundered. It was an interesting game. Okay. So who's next? So let's have a look. So we're gonna now play F1N 1TY, and remember, in order to play me, you have to be a subscriber. Let's get a bit of grob going, shall we? Like I say, I'm going to try to play a different opening in every game. That's a good challenge. This is the grob. And this is an opening for serial killers and lunatics, I was told. As in, maybe the most famous person who played the grob. This is a little question for you. Do not Wikipedia it. That's cheating. The most famous person to play the grob was the strongest ever player in America, he claimed. Apparently he had the highest ever rating in America, higher than Bobby Fischer's rating. So who am I talking about? And he played the grob. He played the grob in nearly every game. He loved playing the grob. This crazy move. And Ah, well done, Mary Hatman. Well, I thought you might know, Mary, as the Grob is your opening, isn't it? It's basically the Grob is your little baby, isn't it? I mean, I've seen you play some great games in the Grob. By the way, thank you to everyone who's joined in. Is that a raid? The viewership seemed to go up by like 1,200 there. So unless I'm seeing things. So hello to everyone who has just come and joined in. It's subscriber Saturday. So if you want to play me, you have to be a subscriber to Chess.com channel. And we're playing 5-minute chess. You get a chance to play Grandmaster. So get yourselves on. It's Hikaru. So thank you, Hikaru, for the raid. Very kind, Hikaru. Cheers. Well, I say we. It's only me here, so I probably should say me. I was just saying how it seems to be going very well. You're streaming and you're doing it very regular, as well as being US champion, and it's good stuff. Keep it up. So yes, indeed, thank you, Hikaru, for the raid. So the person I'm talking about, the person who used to play this opening all the time, and he had a higher rating than Bobby Fischer, apparently, was none other than a player called Claude. Was it Claude? What's his surname? Bloodman? Was that it? Claude Bloodman? I know it's Claude Bloodgood. That was it, Bloodgood. And Claude Bloodgood, the reason he had such a high rating, and the reason I say, it's an opening for murderers, is that he got his rating in prison, only playing sort of, I think, postal games in prison, and he nearly won every game. And he basically, I think he was in prison for murdering his mum. I think he murders his mum. So he had a bit of mummy issues by the sounds of it. Well, murdering your mum, it's not very nice, is it? So, but he played the Grob all the time, and he did very well. Okay, let me just see a little alert box. I'm just going to move that one, and let's put it over there. So yeah, and other people I know who play this opening, G4. There's an English chess player by the name of Michael Basman, who was one of my, I've never really had a coach as such, but he helped me a lot. Mike Basman, he was around my area. International master, Botvinnik, ex-world champion Botvinnik, said of Mike Basman, he said he was one of the most talented players he's ever seen. And he started to play the Grob. He played 1A6. He played loads of weird and wonderful stuff. Okay, now I have a very strong little tactical line here. Can anyone see the tactical line? Am I endorsing murdering one's own mother to improve your chess? No, that's not my next DVD. Not my next DVD. Okay, so Basman is a legend, indeed. He is a legend. So, okay, anyone see the tactic here? Anyone see the tactic? Well, the tactic I'm thinking of is Queen B3 check, and then Rook H7, and then I come here, and that might well be the end of the game. Did I have some Bishop here checkmate ideas as well? This could be very nice. And now, bang! And the point here is if King takes, that is checkmate, and that is the move I am threatening, as well as Rook H8 checkmate. I don't know how he's going to stop checkmate, and that does not help him because I have Rook H8. Should we do a bit of showboating here? Oh, he's not going to let me checkmate him. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's no fun. Okay, so I think we're going to do a bit of should we play another Basman-like opening? I think so. Okay, so next up, and remember, if you want to play me, you have to be a sub, so a subscriber to the Chess Twitch channel. I'm looking at the chat on twitch.tv/chess. I'm not looking at elsewhere. I haven't got like 20 eyes, especially when I'm trying to play as well. So I'm going to be looking at the chat there. I'll try to answer any questions you have as well. And, well, so where are we going? Who's next? Okay, so next up, we have Perpetual Stalemate. Interesting name. And remember, you have to be a subscriber. I'm a subscriber now. Woohoo! Thank you, Kitty Hiss. I thought I already was a subscriber, so that was a little bit... Okay, a little bit of a shock. Hello, Perpetual Stalemate, who I like this. Perpetual Stalemate's comments. How can you not like it when someone puts this comment before they play a game? That's me, Ginger GM, by the way. Good luck, you handsome beast. Why, thank you. Why, thank you, my dear. Very kind of you to say so. Okay, now he's playing the London system. So what I'm going to do against this is this is my homemade line against the London system. So if you know your opponent plays the London system, look at the way I play this. And I don't think there's any fear on it. I like putting the bishop here. It's a nice piece. That's stage 1. So I'm going to tell you what to do against the... And now I like putting my knight on d7. So I go d6, knight d7, stage 2. Because it gives me opportunities to play e5. And I don't block the bishop up. So let's do that. Knight d7. And then can you guess what stage 3 will be? Well, stage 3, I like going h6 and g5. Off we go. Because this is, with bishop g7 coming, quite a nice way to get such a... Okay, so he's stopping me. And I don't want him to go h5 and clamp Gary the g-pawn. So I'm going to go g6. And if he goes h5, I'll go g5. And start giving a little kickback. He pushes Harry. Well, you know, cheeky. So this is kind of like, well, the setup I'm going for has a name. I did want g5. Perpetual. You're right. You're right there, sir. I wanted it. Okay, so this is like, the setup I'm going for is really like a hippo. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus, my dear. Yes, Bond. Yes, Mr. Bond. I'm playing the hippo. The hippopotamus. Okay. Well, thank you, Kitty Hisses, for the kind words. I do have a YouTube channel. I do also stream on my Ginger Gem channel. I think I'm streaming tomorrow. I streamed with my friend Blair yesterday. That was a bit mental. And this is kind of the hippo, the starting position. Okay, so now that my opponent has committed his king, I have a target. I know what I want to go for, because checkmate ends the game. So I'm going to start with a pawn storm to try and open up lines. But first of all, let's move my knight around, because my knight might have potential to dive in nearer his king. And the thing is, my position is very hard to break down. You can see the pawn structure. Thank you, SE20, for subscribing. That's very kind of you to subscribe to the channel here. Right, so what do we do? I'm thinking c5, but that's a bit risky with his rook lined up against my queen. I'm thinking bishop here. It's a little bit cheeky, that one, isn't it? You know, trying to grab that poor little guy over there. What else can I do? Can I go b4? How about that? Let's try that one. That's the most interesting. Sacking a pawn. And if he takes, I might even go a5, because I just want to get some lines towards his king. So a5, this check, bishop c6. Let's go a5. I could have gone knight here first. So he's trying to keep it closed. And now, can I get this knight around? Or should I just push? So this is a good move. He's keeping it closed over here. So what's my plan? A pile of doodah. If you get my drift. If you get my drift. Well, c6 is appealing to me, because again, I'm trying to open up lines, but it's quite a risky way of playing this for me. I'm like a minute down on the clock as well. Whoa! I could have gone a4, but then he goes a3, and he sort of blocks my pawn up over there. So I want to okay. Now let's. What do I just move the queen here? Let's do this one, because I don't really want to give him a check. I mean, this one, maybe I'll take with my knight, or maybe with a bishop. If I take with my knight, when he takes on c6, can he go queen here? And that's just a little annoying move there. It's an annoying move. I don't like, annoying moves. Well, I can go knight d5 then. And I've got bishop a6. So, I mean, it's okay to sack pawns when you're castle, when you're on opposite sides of the board. Probably at some point, I will castle kingside. Probably. Okay, so he's okay. So now I've got a lovely square on this one. So I'm going to put my knight on that square because he can't go a3 anymore to kick it away. So it's all right to sack pawns when you're on opposite sides because it's all about who gets the attack in first. And, you know, so pawns don't matter because if you checkmate your opponent, well, it doesn't matter if he's got an extra pawn or an extra queen or whatever, does it? It really doesn't matter. So we're going to try and checkmate him. And now my knight has got a very good square near his king. And I will open him up by taking here. But I don't want him to go queen takes and swap queens. So I think I will now... Do I castle? The thing about castling, I give him a target to attack. So do we have another raid coming in? Someone said a raid. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe there was no... Okay, so I'm going to castle anyway because I want to take here and I want to keep the queens on the board. So I don't want him to swap off the queens. Okay, well, thank you for the raid. Hello, Ben. My good friend. Are you looking forward to... Are you looking forward to our match, Ben? Are you looking forward to it? That is the question. Are you looking forward to some interesting chess? Well, we'll have, whatever happens, me and Ben will certainly... It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Fun for one of us. Probably painful for the other. Okay, so what is happening now? So, he wants to put his knight on this square. That I can see. Now, do I have queen here, rook here, or am I just going to lose on time? These are the eternal questions of life. Okay, what about this? Give him a little cheeky check over there. Is that legal? Is that going to work? Yeah, well, Williams versus Feingold is happening, and it's happening in under 2 weeks, 11 days. It's happening not next Friday, but the Friday after. So we are rocking and rolling with that one. Rocking and rolling. It's happening. I'm supposed to say it's a bit of fun only after losing. Well, it's not really fun if you lose, let's be honest. I mean, you know, we don't play chess to lose, do we? No, that'd be a bit depressing, you know. I mean, I'm competitive. How am I going to handle the talking? It's a very good question. I didn't handle it very well last time. But luckily this time we're streaming from our own streams. So we're doing it like, you know, I'm streaming from my channel, Ben from his, so I won't be able to hear Ben in my ear unless I log into his stream, which I think is going to be very unlikely as I'm going to try to concentrate. So luckily I won't be hearing Ben, you know. Okay, right. Now, do I have knight c3 check? Takes knight d5 check. That looks like so much fun, but it also might be a pile of poo. Let's just go a3. I don't know. I don't know if knight c3 check was working. Pawn takes, so then some discovered check there. It could well have been working, like maybe even knight to this square. But this way I get here coming in. I get pressure here. I've got a2. This looks very, very strong. Very, very strong. So cheers, anyway. Cheers. So this is... We're coming through. We're coming through. So what's Perpetual Stalemate saying? He's saying, I've seen you playing this before. You wanted g5. You have to mute Ben to keep it fair. Hearing the same 5 jokes for 3 hours is torture. Well, you know, who am I to disagree with you, sir? Who am I? Okay, right. So there's a number of ways I can open up my opponent's position. Something like knight a2 is very interesting. Does that work? Or should we just go? Let's keep it simple. This one, and then my queen will try to come in. My opponent very short of time. This is only one check, isn't it? So let's come in here. This is a big check I'm threatening on a2 or a1. So my attack has come through. So it seems like this is quite a good attack. And remember, if you want to play, this should be mate now. Knight here's... Oh, that's a very nice mate. Look at that one. Bang. And that is checkmate. It's not just a check. That was a double checkmate there. Thank you for the game, Perpetual Stalemate. You were a gentleman and very kind of you to play. So cheers. Remember, shout out Karpov Gambit. Thank you for the cheer out. that goes to Chess.com. So woohoo! Yeah, thanks for the game, Perpetual Stalemate. Very, very kind of you. So we got a clean record so far, 100%. Can I keep it up for the whole 3 hours? Come on, guys. Come on, give me a challenge. Give me a challenge. Give me a challenge. Well, you are giving me challenges. You're all putting up some very good fights. So remember, in order to play me, and if you want to get a chance to play a Grandmaster, if you think you can take down the Big Ginge, that's my nickname. Oh, I think I just made that up. Then come and play me. Challenge, you have to be a subscriber to the Chess.com Twitch channel, and you have to be logged into Chess, and then there's a queue I'm going to try to get through. I'm going to try to play as many of you as I can. So next up is Chess.com 1511. So hello to Chess.com, and Chess.com is from Poland. So I'm going to play, I was talking about Michael Basman openings, and another favourite opening of Michael Basman, it might look like I'm about to play the French defence here, but Michael Basman and also Tony Miles, and sometimes even I think Spassky played this move, A6. Have you seen this move before? It's a crazy idea. You want to play B5 and bishop B7. So for example, B5, and I try to get the bishop here, and later on you try to get your knight to D5. So you go knight F6 and then get your knight there. And it's a very interesting way of playing. So this is another idea of one of the most imaginative chess players in the world, International Master Michael Basman of England. Okay, so my opponent is going here to try to block out my bishop. And I think it's natural for me now to develop a piece and to put some pressure on those two pawns. So we're gonna play that one. I saw someone donate 10k bits one night to a streamer. How much is that then? How much is that? 10,000. How much is that? I don't even know how much that is. Is that like a lot of money? I don't know what bits are really. Bits are, is that a lot? $100. $100. £8. $10. I don't know. I don't know what these bits are. 100, is it $100? Okay. I think the most I saw, I think I saw Fiona, my good friend Fiona, and she got, didn't she get a donation of, I think she got like 500 quid or something? That's quite cool. Oh, I'm also being told by Haunted Sink that I'm crossing brands. Someone else has already taken the name Big Ginge, so I can't actually take the name Big Ginge. So I better stick to Ginger GM. Okay, so my opponent's playing well here. I'm a little bit concerned because my light squares around my king are quite weak, and that was a very good move. Now I do get my knight to this square, and that's one of the reasons you put your pawn on b5. You kind of stop white playing c4. But I'm a little bit worried. That I might get some damage coming towards me with these guys coming in. So I'm not entirely happy about this. Not entirely happy. No, I was implying that you used it on a dirty streaming site. Oh, okay. Well, thanks to that, Haunted Sink. You obviously know me far too well. So, you know, we're supposed to be keeping these things hush-hush. Okay, so my opponent has gone c4. And I'm going to take that one, I believe. So now he's threatening to take this. So do I flick in a check? Does that help me? Bishop d2. I mean, I've got the bishop coming here as well. So I think I'll just continue calmly developing, and I'll keep my bishop for now. And I'm thinking if I can get castled, my rook could be very good on the FR. So, Word is asking, why am I not commentating at Reykjavik? I don't think they had much of a budget this year around Word 20. I think the Icelandic Chess Federation, it costs quite a lot of money to host commentary and tournaments, and I think they just didn't have much of a budget, basically, so they couldn't afford. Obviously, I don't commentate for free. I need to get my accommodation paid for on some money, as it's my job. So that's why. Oh, look at that cheer! Is that 1,000? Whoa! D1M, you trying to buy your way into playing a game? Yeah, that was a very nice cheer. Thanks, man. There we go. We have a cheer. Stop making stupid what? Well, you're going to have to guess. People famous. To be honest, I simply was like running out of clothes today. I haven't put much of a wash on, so. But I like this T-shirt. Stop making stupid people famous. Chess is a good way to try and do that. Haunted Sink is saying, Ginger GM, do you get the donations here, or should I go to your channel? I don't actually receive anyone who donates here. I won't get any of that money. That's Chess.com's money, so I don't actually receive any of that. But it's nice to support chess in general. I mean, you can. I mean, it's very nice to get donation. I mean, that's a very kind thing to say. I mean, when I'm streaming on my channel, if you could, if you want to help me out and donate a couple of quid, I'll be very grateful. It does make a big difference. Grandmasters are not the richest. It's not the richest career in the world, but you can if you want to. Well, Pawn Crusher says only accept wine. Well, the good thing is I can actually buy wine with money as well. Pawn Pusher. Okay, thank you. Another cheer out. Piff the Magic Dragon. Oh, I like that song. Was it Mary Mark and something? Oh my God, can I not remember it? Puff the Magic Dragon had maybe. I think that was quite a controversial song, wasn't it? It was meant to have some connotations, should we say, in the 60s. Peter, Paul and Mary, that's the one. I like their songs. It's Shaolon or something. Shaolon. Great song, that one. A great song. Good old folk music. How do pro chess players earn money? Interesting question. Well, by getting paid for doing various things, really. I mean, I'm just going to stop that one being taken. Coaching. I'm quite lucky because I make my own DVDs in my own company, tutorial DVDs, and I've been doing that for like 10 years, and they bring in a little bit of cash, not a great deal. I work for Chess.com, and I'm not just saying that because I'm not going to say this because I'm just here, but I actually mean it. Chess.com are the best guys I've ever worked for in the chess world. They treat you very well. They give you great support, and it's I've been very lucky that they've decided to have me work for them. So I'm grateful to them. I really am. I do DVDs to Chess Base, so I film for them. I'm basically like a chess. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. I sell my services around the chess world. Let's just put it that way. I've written like 8 to 10 chess books. I used to teach chess in schools. Sometimes get paid to play competitions. Sometimes get paid when you win competitions. There's lots of stuff. Okay, you can do, but it's not easy. You have to work hard. It can be quite boring. If you're trying to play for prize money, it's very competitive. Very, very competitive. Buy the DVDs. That is one way of doing it, yeah. That song gave birth to the prodigy, Simon. Well, wouldn't be surprised. Okay, right, so I kind of like my position here. We've got a lot of pressure coming down over here. I've moved my rook here because I was thinking about doing a little swinger. Swinging around. Oh, it's such a pity I can't go queen h3. That'd be and then sort of rook g4 checkmate, but that's not working. So I'm trying to look for a stylish finish here, and this is often one of my sins. Rather than playing, okay, let's go here. Let's do the swinger and go for h2. Now, if knight to g3, can we go rook takes here, knight takes here, rook takes g2 check, king h1, and do the yo-yo? Do the yo-yo. Uh-oh. Do the yo-yo. Why am I making up random songs today? I don't know. Well, I could do, but then my opponent has some rook takes c6 in that line, so it maybe doesn't work so well. So, what else? So it'd be lovely if I could play this. I really want to make it work. Takes, give up my queen, takes here, king here. Is there no way I can make that possible? Rook takes f2, check. Rook takes c6. And I can't see how it's working, peeps. People. So instead, I'm probably going to have to move my queen. So do I have to come back here? That's a little bit disappointing. Good defensive idea there. Good defensive idea from my opponent to bring the knight around to the square. Well, Killian, hello Killian. Hope you're doing all right, man. My Irish friend was thinking the same idea. I just couldn't get it to work, Killian. Was it working? I don't know. Maybe it was working. So, I don't know. Well, I don't really want to swap queens. Okay, my time. My opponent's time's shorter. So I should be okay. But this is such a strong piece, isn't it? So, well, I say time and I start thinking. Why am I freezing? Don't freeze. Don't freeze, Simon. Okay. Now, I wish I knew what I was doing. But I don't. I'm gonna... Okay, you can have that pawn. I'm not too stressed out about that one. I'm trying to get Harry coming down the board. There we go. Thank you for the game, Chess Girl. You played well there. You came up with some good defensive ideas. Moving your knight around to e2 was a very nice idea. Very nice defensive idea. So I'll just tell you guys what I was thinking about. When Chess Girl moved her knight to g3, I was thinking... yeah, I don't know if it works or not, but it does look like fun. I was thinking about taking here, rook takes h2, and after here going rook takes g2 check, forcing king here. But the problem is Chess Girl has her rook lined up against my bishop, so I wanted to play rook takes f2, like try to do the yo check, but now I was worried about rook takes c6. These are the kind of things I was trying to analyse, and I couldn't work this position out. I thought I might be a piece down at the end of the complications. I thought if I take here, my opponent takes here, and then takes even here. And after everything gets exchanged off, I'm a piece down and probably losing. Hence why I didn't play it. But man, it was very interesting. Very interesting game. So I just sort of won on time there, which I needed to win on time. Okay, so remember, in order to play me, it's Subscriber Saturday. You need to be a subscriber to this channel, the Chess.com channel. You need to get over to Chess.com and get get into the arena and challenge me. And next up we have John the Big Man Davis. Well, I don't know if he's a big man. He could be really tiny. I mean, also, height, of course. So if you're thinking anything else, why is that? What are you doing? What are you thinking? Okay, so openings. I've played this one. I've played this one. And I played this one. So I think now we're going to go for the Sicilian. Let's do the Sicilian. I haven't played the Sicilian for a while. And my opponent is playing knight here. So my favourite Sicilian, and this is the open Sicilian, you often get very exciting games. Knight here, so my opponent hasn't got time to play c4. My favourite Sicilian is the Dragon. So we're going to go for this one. This is a very double-edged position, because you can often, and you will often, get checkmated down on the h-file. And this is, again, one of Bobby Fischer's favourite ideas, was to just go h4, h5. Now, this is all theory. Now, the next move is kind of a speciality move of mine. And again, if you're going to watch the stream, you probably get to know the way I think. And I think when you're cast on opposite sides, it's he who attacks first. And there's a lot of moves here. Rook c8 is the main move, but I like going b5. This is my specialist move. I don't mind giving up a pawn, because my figuring is it gives me another open file to attack on. If my opponent takes that pawn, I can often go queen b8, rook c8, and try to get these lined up. And this also starts the pawn storm. So I get these guys running up the board. Thank you for the kind comments, Horton Sink. It's good to do a little stream. Okay, so now he's going a3. So when your opponent has castled on the opposite side and you're attacking, you want to open up, as I keep saying, as many lines as you can. So I'm going to go b4. I'm going to try to open up the Arry file. Arry the A pawn. The Arry, open Arry file. So we're going to go for this one. And we're going to try and swing our queen over here and then go bang! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, dear boy. As someone would say. Okay, so my opponent now has moved the knight to this one. I have a couple of options. I can take this one and go knight c4, and then attack the queen, attack the bishop. Seems very good. Or I could just take there and open things up. So let's do that. That looks like a jolly good start. And we're now going to try to open up the B file, and this is kind of a typical attacking idea. Remember, there's quite a lot. I don't know if we just had another dump of people over here, but thank you everyone who's come along to watch the stream. And if you want to play, you can play a Grandmaster. Allegedly, that's what I am. And in order to do that, you have to be a subscriber to the Twitch channel, go on to Chess.com, and rock and roll. Okay, so now do I take here and go knight c4, or do I just keep using... It's Barry the B pawn, isn't it? Barry the B pawn. Let's do it. Okay, let's just keep taking pawns, shall we? Look at that pawn. That pawn's on a runner. That's like a grenade, isn't it? It's blowing up my opponent's king position. That one, blowing up the position, opening it up. So we will take that. And it looks like my attack has landed first. Oh, look at this. This could be absolute carnage. Boom! Boom! And the idea of that move is, of course, my opponent resigned, because if he takes it, then knight c4 is what we call a very, very big fork. This is a fork when you attack multiple things with one move. And here the knight is going bang, bang, bang. So we call that a family fork, a family affair. So thank you for the game. That's basically you got a bit of trouble. You got a little bit of trouble in the opening there, didn't you, sir? But you know, it does happen to even the best of us. I know it's happened to me many times. So next up, and remember, if you want to play, come into Chess.com. Subscribe. Only come. Don't be a cheapskate. It costs you nothing. Jen's Chess has just subscribed. I'm not picking the players, by the way. So I'm getting a list of players who are subscribed, and I'm going to pick them up who are playing. And next up we have Mincho. So I'm on 100% for the first hour. Can I keep it up? So we've played the Grob, D4. Now what about a bit of birds? This is named the Birds opening, and this is named after English player Henry Bird. And I actually have a book written by the guy. My dad was a chess player. It was given to him, and it actually has Henry Bird's own handwriting in the book, so it's probably worth a few bob. And it's basically like a reverse Dutch, and I love the Dutch. And I like putting my bishop on this square in the Birds if I can, because it's a nice little pin. I'm pinning that knight down. And we're just going to... Now something like b6 would be very normal, because this bishop gains a healthy diagonal on b2. And it is a tricky line, as Blobe is saying, bishop to b5. And now I can retreat the bishop, but the other idea is just to take here. And at the right moment, this is a very nice square for my knight, which should be able to recapture the bishop pair. I mean, you hear a lot. I mean, well, I hear a lot of people talking about the bishop pair. You know, oh, he's got the bishop pair, he must be better. And people go on about the bishop pair. Now, my honest opinion is that it's a bit overhyped, the bishop pair. The bishop pair. Because, I mean, I think unless you're like 2600 strength, it doesn't really matter if you've got the bishop pair or bishop or a knight. I mean, I'm not, you know, I think knight. I prefer knights. I actually prefer knights personally, because I think knights are trickier. They're tricky little guys. They jump about, jump up, and get down. They're tricky little guys. You know, I like the knights. Okay, so my opponent wants to go c4, I feel, and he wants to try to get rid of his double pawns. So this is my long-term target. Hence why he might put that there. So a normal move here is to put the bishop on e5. Because now if he plays this, I can take it, and it attacks here the rook, so I gain a little tempo when I play that move. Now he's gotten a rook to b7, and positionally I think I'm a little bit better because he's got this pawn. These pawns can all be weak, the ones I've highlighted. So I'm thinking, do I try to play e4? Well, first of all, I'm just going to put my queen here. It gives me better control of this square and better control of this square. So it's a handy. Connecting the rooks is always a good idea. This is when you get everything out of the way so the rooks can swing around. So this all looks good. And my opponent is now going for the exchange of bishops. Now, if I go here straight away, my opponent might... No, if he takes, I take with a knight, yeah. So, okay, so we will go e4. Pushing in the centre a little bit. And this is all very logical moves. And I've got a nice position here. Nice small advantage. e6. So how do we improve more? Well, I'd love to get my knight into this square somehow, but I can't see how to do that. Instead, I'm just going to start attacking his weak pawn. So I'm going to go queen to e3. And if my opponent plays d4, he basically, you know, he limits his pawns and he gives me the c4 square for my knight. So he doesn't, positionally, he doesn't want to play that move. That'd be a pretty ugly move. And now I think I'm just going to go g4. You know, why not? Let's just push. Let's just push on. And one idea I'd love to get in is to get the pawn here and get a knight to this square. So I'm wondering if I can ever do that. Okay, so my opponent's moved the queen over here. And I think in this particular scenario, an exchange of queens is fine for me because, again, I've talked about his pawn weaknesses over on the queen side. Simon, have you ever considered to be a parrot? Yeah, of course I have. That's just the kind of thing I regularly think about, being a parrot. Yeah, I mean, you know, doesn't everyone? I mean, that's just normal thought process, isn't it? So, you know, you do get some odd questions, you rook. Have I ever thought about being a parrot, you rook? Well, thank you for your contribution there. That was very, you know, very interesting contribution. Okay, right, now the reason I'm just putting a rook here is I want to make sure the only way my opponent can improve his position is by playing c4. Now I can just whip it off. Whip it off. I think, have I thought about buying a parrot? No, I haven't thought about buying a parrot, to be honest. I don't want someone shouting things back at me. You know, why do I want anyone repeating what I say? Like, who's a pretty boy then? And all that. I don't, you know, no, I don't. No, I've never considered getting a parrot. Not my cup of tea, old boy. Not my chips and gravy. I'm more of a cat and dog man. You know, give me a cat or dog any day of the week. Parrots, not for me, sir. Not for me. Okay, so now let's get this knight somewhere better. If he moves this pawn, my knight could get to one of these two squares, but he's not going to do that. He really should be thinking about moving this pawn. And, well, let's just put the king. It feels a bit safer on g2 for some reason. Have I ever met the snooker player John Parrott? I love the questions today. I haven't. I mean, I am quite a big snooker fan. Snooker's a fantastic game, but I've met Steve Davis. Interesting Steve Davis. I met that chap. He's a chess player, actually. I met him a long time ago in London. Okay, so this is it. My opponent has played this move. And as I've been saying, that is the one move I didn't really want to allow him to play. But, okay, we can't always get what we want. Okay, so I'm going to win this pawn anyway. But it's not a great pawn I'm going to win because I do double my pawns. But, okay, so it's still an extra pawn. My opponent's knight is pretty bad because it can't move anywhere. And I'm relying on this move to shore up my position. Maybe I'll just go rook f2, just so I defend my second rank to any checks. And it should be a bit better here. Have I ever dreamt about a parrot? There's a bit of a parrot theme going on today. Have I ever dreamt about a parrot? That's a good question. Is it a good question? Well, it's a question. I don't know about a good question. Have I ever dreamt about parrots? I don't know why I like that. I don't know why I like this parrot theme thing. No, I don't. Not that I can recall. I'm not a massive dreamer. I don't dream a lot. Is your answer? I guess whatever that means. Okay, so where's he trying to get his knight? Now, this is one thing you should always do. And he's trying to maybe get his knight there. But in the meantime, let me try to get my knight here. Because if I get my knight here, I have f6, and I might be able to set up a checkmate scenario. And I also stop his knight coming to c5. So it's an attacking and defensive move. So what I'm maybe trying to do here is to get some checkmate position like this coming in. So let's see if I can set up a checkmate with my rook now coming here and then eventually coming round. So okay, so he's going here. If I go here, he gives me a little check. So we have to be careful when there's knights on the board. You have to be careful. Remember what I said, I do like my knights. Can you see the idea I'm trying to do? Now, he's being annoying. If I go here, he goes knight here, and then check here. Then I can go king f3. Does he have a good check? I don't think so. So, oh, it's check. So I meant go here first, knight here, and then rook h1. And then if he checks here, I can go king back, and I'm hoping he's going to find it. Okay, so now my checkmate theme should be working. This is a well-known checkmate pattern where you come in and you come round like this. And the knight on f6 is very, very strong. So just going for checkmate. And I think the eagle has landed. The parrot has landed. And it has. And we're going to checkmate him on one of these two squares. Either there or here. And that is Chuckmut. Chuckmut. As they say in Germany. Chuckmut. 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 Okay. So any more questions? If you like parrots, you have to be aware of pisticosis, also known as parrot fever. We certainly have a lot of parrots information coming our way today. By the way, thank you. I saw we had another subscriber there to the channel, so thank you very much. Anyone else who's just subscribed? And who's next? So we got next, and I see now we have a list. So next up we have, and I'm undefeated as yet, is Say 20. So Say 20, we are in Jackie the Swede. When is Harry going into space? We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so first of all, I've got to think what opening I'm going to play. I'm trying to play different opening in every game. And in this game, we're going to go for the, I'll give you clues and you have to guess it. Anyone got that? Did anyone guess the opening? Tiger's modern. The lion. You're right, but what kind of lion? What kind of lion? The black lion. So that's what we're going to go for. Well done, Merry Hatman. The parrot. I don't think there is an opening called the parrot. If there was, I would be playing it now for sure. Should we try to make up a parrot opening? So someone was asking me, will I be sending Harry into space? And some of you might be thinking, what on earth is he going on about? Has he finally lost the plot after all those crazy years? And what's the meaning of that is that I call my H-Pawn Harry the H-Pawn, as you may or may not know. And I love throwing Harry down the board. And I had this really cool idea. And we're going to try to do it, but it fell through last time I tried to get it working. I wanted to send Harry the H-Pawn into space. Not on an Israeli spaceship, because I don't want him to die. But if you saw that, didn't an Israeli spaceship crash on Earth today? Not on Earth, on the moon today, was that right? D-Way, thank you for the cheer there. Is that right, or am I just making it up? I think that's right. But I was thinking about attaching him to a weather balloon, which doesn't really go into space, but they can still go over 100,000 feet high. So you go in the stratosphere, then go bloody high. You know, maybe not quite space, but they can go a long, long way. So I thought, yeah, that's I like, this is a cool idea, yeah. So I looked at this and I thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's make a weather balloon, and then we're gonna make this weather balloon. We're gonna attach a very light thing to it. We're gonna have cameras in this, like the bottom of the weather balloon. And I'd love to take here. We're going to have cameras, a GPS unit, because the weather balloon has to come back to Earth and you have to get the camera footage. And record the whole thing. And I thought, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is a cool idea. I think I will give up this porn. I don't really like, I like porns anyway. So I wanted to, and I was going to attach on this like package that we send in space, Harry the H porn. So I was going to get a little porn, and I was going to put him on the weather balloon and record him, dress him up as Mr. Mad Harry, send him into space, record it, and put the videos up on YouTube. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool idea. I mean, it's a bonkers idea, and I might, maybe I'm just, maybe I should probably see someone about these ideas, but it's an idea. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I think that's a cool idea. What do you reckon? So I don't know. Maybe this will one day occur. Maybe I will get my dream at some point. So, but yeah, I mean, I have to arrange it. And then I did get contacted by a NASA astronaut at some point, or someone who knew a NASA astronaut who said he might be able to get Harry to the space station. And I thought this would be so cool if I literally get one of my pawns from my own home and I can send him into space, bring him back to Earth again, and get him back, and he would have travelled into space. I mean, like, come on, Harry the H pawn into space. That would be good. Why is it called a weather balloon? Does it go into weather? I don't know. Is it a weather balloon? I think they use them. They use them for weather purposes. Okay, right. Interesting position. So I'm going to try to get my knight to c4. It would be easier just to buy a parrot if you want to do something crazy. Yeah, you probably got a point there, to be honest. But I don't want to do something crazy. I thought it would be quite good. It'd be quite cool. Good little bit of advertisements, little bit of stuff like that, get something in. What 58 watts? Did I miss something there? Okay, right, so I'm hoping now my opponent might have some sacrificial ideas. I don't really want to swap queens, but needs must occasionally. And I can now, this is my main idea. And you can probably like sack it back or something like that. I don't know. And I want to sort of, my idea of my sack in the first place is to get a little bit of pressure against the B2 square. Oh, someone got 58 in Puzzle Rush. Really? Bloody hell, that's not bad, is it? Someone got 58 in Puzzle Rush. Really? That's obscene. Who got 58 in Puzzle Rush? Puzzle Rush is like the crack cocaine of the drug world, isn't it? It really is. Everyone's going on about, Puzzle Rush. I need to get my Puzzle Rush fix. Give me a bit of Puzzle Rush. If you don't know what Puzzle Rush is, well, go to Chess.com and simply search for Puzzle Rush. It is the best. It's really addictive. Hence why the crack cocaine reference. And it's where you solve puzzles in a limited time limit, like 5 minutes maybe, as quickly as you can, and it's really bloody good. Okay, now I did see this idea, but I have the move knight e2 check, and I think my opponent is going to be too many pieces down now. So yeah, who the hell got that score? That's insane. It was this guy Spicy Caterpillar, and there's been a lot of talk about who is Spicy Caterpillar. I'm thinking that Spicy Caterpillar is probably an American player. This position is still a bit weird, actually. I don't know, because I can't get my knight out. He's got a very good knight here. I think he's probably like one of the young. He can go here and win his piece back as well. Okay, maybe it's not completely winning. I think he's probably. I don't think it's Magnus. Is it Magnus? You think it's Magnus? Someone's saying. I think it's one of the young American guys. It could be Magnus Carlsen, of course. It could be. But I'm also thinking, okay, so my opponent's got his piece back, so this is not easy now. I think it's probably like one of the players, Jeffrey Zong, is that how you say it? Someone like that, probably. A young American. And now he's coming in here. My opponent's suddenly playing extremely well, which is always annoying when your opponent starts to play extremely well. He's playing quite quick, so let's see if I can create something with his pawns. Because the thing is, when you've got a rook, the extra exchange, you really want to try and use that rook, but it's not easy on open lines. Rook work best on open lines, but it's very hard to get these rooks working on open lines. Okay, so he's coming now this way. I don't know. I thought his knight was better on d5 because now he's giving me this open line, potentially. I mean, this is just one check. So he's come back, and now I'm going to try and open up this position. Okay, now I have an idea. I'm going to play here with the idea of sacrificing back the exchange because I have this kind of clamp. I have this clamp over here around my opponent's king. His king cannot get out. And the idea is sacrificing back the exchange. The reason I want to play f5 is I can now target this pawn. My king is very active. His king is cut off for the ending. And my king can try to start taking pawns. Of course, in the ending, the king is a very, very dangerous piece. So, well, I'm just going to take with a rook because I might as well just do the Hoover job. Get my Hoover out. My rook is the Hoover at the moment. And start hoovering those guys up. And this is a very good ending for me now, isn't it? It's a very good ending. Let's go hoovering. There is another pawn I'm going to hoover. That was a bit greedy. I didn't really need to hoover that one. That was a little bit too greedy there. But I'm being greedy. I'm doing a Saruhan. Saruhan loves taking pawns. And now I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Ooh, hang on a minute. Ooh, hang on a minute there, sir. Hang on a minute. What are you doing? Okay, that was not a good idea I played there. I'm going to have to give myself a little bit of loof. And swapping rooks should be good for me because I have a lot of pawns. How about this? Let's try a breakthrough. Can we do this? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just grab that one. Grab that one over there. Should be good. Should be good, this for me. I mean, I am a pawn up. And this was the breakthrough I was trying to do. So let's go for it. But then he'll come round and take my pawn. I take there. Interesting ending. It's probably just it's going to come down to the clock, isn't it, this one? Now, c2 is a bit of a nasty trick here. Where I'm attacking his rook and threatening to queen. So, okay. Thank you for the game there. That was one of the better games. My opponent played very well there. I mean, it looked like I was doing okay. But then my opponent fought back really well, and he played some part in that game. He kind of outplayed me, my opponent, say 20. So well done to say 20, outplaying a grandmaster. Can't be too shabby. You had me a little bit worried. No one's got me terrified yet. I'll tell you when someone has me terrified, or maybe one of you will just beat me. Is anyone going to beat me or get a draw today? Anyone? Is anyone out there brave enough to come and have a go? So remember, if you want to play, you have to subscribe to the Chess.com channel. Loads of benefits. If you subscribe to the channel, you do get the chance to play me today and other grandmasters on other sub days, and you get loads of cool emotes. Can't be too bad. Okay, so let's have a look at the chat, and I'm going to have a little sip of wine as well. Saturday wine. Hi, Zikrin saying, I like how you talk about moves. Thank you very much. It's always nice to hear nice comments. So thank you. How often do I stream? Well, I stream on my own channel. So go and follow my channel. Twitch, GingerGM is my nickname. Ginger. You can probably see where that comes from. GM, Grandmaster. I'm trying to stream like 4 times a week at the moment. 4 or 5 times. So you can come and do that. And I've got a YouTube channel, so go and follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's loads of free videos there. Help your chess, a range of crazy stuff. Stop making stupid people famous, is what this says. I don't know. I mean, there's too many. I mean, like Cardassians. God, let's geek is cool. Let's bring back the chess. I don't want to see any more bickering bloody people chatting rubbish. Oh God, it bores me. Okay, let's have a look. Any more chat coming through? Chess Society. Hello, Chess Society. Another bunch of streamers you should follow. Good guys. Seem to be very nice people. The beard looks dope. Thank you, man. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to grow any further. I was hoping to get a big old mad one going, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Any other comments? Lots of laugh. Greece at 8. I could win if I cheated by looking at moves in the deep parrot engine. The theme of today seems to be parrots for some reason or another. I don't know where parrots came from. So I think what we're going to do in the next game, we're sort of halfway through the show now. I think we're going to try to make up... Oh, this is a great challenge. We're going to make up the parrot opening. So we're going for it. Now, making up a new opening is nearly impossible. I do believe there's something like... Hello, thank you for subscribing, Chess Society. Very kind. There is something like 1,600 different openings out there. 1,600. We're going to make it 1,601. We're going to make the parrot opening. So I'm going to do this off the top of my head. I'm going to try to make up an opening in the next game. And we're going to try and just play some crazy the parrot opening. Any ideas what the parrot opening should be? It should be something with F4, says Cruzy. As that's the birds. Maybe the parrot could be a variation in the birds. I like it, Cruzy. I like it. Okay, this next game is going to be weird. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. But I like the idea. Something with the H file. H4, H5, F4, G5. It's going to be interesting. What is the parrot opening going to be? I need some inspiration. Down here on the farm. Love that song. UK subs. Great song. Covered by Guns N' Roses, but the UK subs version is a lot better. Okay, Sicilian Parrot. I give you advice about the opening, then it'd be my opening. Yeah, well, look, we're going to make it the parrot opening. I'm going to think we've got to copy our opponent's moves because that's what parrot does. Maybe, but we wouldn't be a bit original. Knight A3, Knight B1. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Piff the Magic Dragon is saying, okay, should we try that one? Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got some ideas. I've got some inspiration. So who is next? We have, Jen's Chess. You are next on the list. I've got a list of people that I'm playing. You have to be a sub to this channel, a subscriber, and you have to be on Chess.com. So we are, and Jen's Chess I've lost to before. Jen's Chess is a very dangerous player. But Jen's Chess, you are now coming up against the parrot. Are you ready, Jen's Chess? Okay, so what the hell is the parrot, guys? I don't know. So what are we going to do? Okay, now what I think the parrot should be, I think, I like Cruzy Lee, it should be a variation of the birds. And I think the parrot should be G4. Boom! The parrot opening. There we come. Okay, so this is the parrot. Probably one of the worst openings in the history of openings. F4, F5, G4, the parrots. So we've made up the parrot. There we go. We've created some art. Now I'm probably going to get completely smashed in this game, especially if my opponent gets his queen over here. So it is the parrot. This is inspired by Ho Yifan. Why isn't there a diamond icon next to your name, Simon? I don't know, actually, Chess Society. I've got no idea. I honestly don't know. I think I am a diamond member. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer. Well, look at this. Let's go. Let's take that one and be brave. If you're going to play like a parrot, you have to be a brave parrot. You can't be a parrot who... And then we have to go here. This is the parrot. I have to be honest, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be playing this in any of my future tournaments. It looks a little bit dangerous. Okay, and now Jens is coming in with this move. Okay, so I have to go d4. I don't want the knight coming there. I need to try and develop my pieces. What is this opening? It's the parrot. That's what it is. I know that. So we've made up. What an opening. Well, it is. Okay, now Jens is trying to come at me from the sides. Calm down, Jens. You don't want to defeat the parrot, do you? Give the parrot the respect it deserves, please, sir. Give him the... Okay, so what are we going to do now? Well, I could go c4 to stop that. Or I could try and get my king somewhere a little bit safer. So I think I'm going to go here with the idea of moving my king around this way, because it's not all bad. This position is not all bad. The positive about this position is I have a very big centre. Look at those guys. I have 3 pawns in the centre. So if I can stabilise, I'll be all right. By the way, this is all theory. This is all theory. This is, you know, I've studied this. Me and Magnus Carlsen had a training session in the Parrot a couple of years ago. We just didn't know it is called the Parrot. We looked at this opening. I'm surprised he didn't play it against Fabiano in his World Championship match. That was the only shocking thing. But we did study this. It's all in the books. You know, I know exactly what I'm doing. You know what Magnus said to me about this one? He said, Simon, very imaginative opening. All we need to do now is give it an appropriate name. And now we have an appropriate name. Thank you, Magnus. Okay, so I'm going to go here. This is the parrot pawn. And what the parrot pawn does, it tempts itself into being capturing. Because then you can go d5 and you can fork him. The forking parrot comes to life. Okay, now what the hell is going on? I still don't know. He's going to take here. He's taking here. He's checking here. My king. But I'm going to take a piece. Let's take a piece. It's a fearless parrot, this one. It is. Okay. It was. I mean, I'm pretty sure this was all Magnus had this prep. Magnus knows everything. He even knows about the parrot. So I think my challenge today should be get as many parrot openings in as I darn well can. Yeah. Okay. The only thing I still don't like is my king. So developing looks like a good idea. And next move, I'll go here and attack his queen. I wanted to bring my knight here first because I'm defending that pawn. So when I do attack his queen can't come over here and give me a little bit of grief. Yeah, Stockvis is saying, save this game and send it to a chess club to teach the kids. No, don't. This comes with one of those warnings you see on, you know, like DVDs or you know, at the start of a television show. You sometimes get like the announcement. The announcement is this program contains violence, scenes of a sexual nature. Well, this opening here, it does actually have all those issues. Okay, now what the hell is going on? My opponent has very good play, and I've just realised that with his queen coming here, he might be grabbing the rook. So I don't know, because I can now no longer cope knight f3 because he's put his knight in a very good position. So I might be losing that poor guy there, which is a little bit upsetting. I agree. Oh, we're not going to lose with a parrot, are we? We're not going to lose with a parrot. I can't. Come on, parrot. Don't let me down. Do not let me down, parrot. You know, it's your first outing, and you know, you've got to... Okay, so I can play in this position queen e2 with the idea of going bishop here and getting the bishop to that very nice diagonal. I'll tell you a funny story actually. I did used to teach chess in schools, and I one of the first things I taught the kids was don't bring your queen out too early. And then, you know, some of these kids were quite keen, so they'd watch some of the games of their favourite players, and the next time I came back in the chess club, one of them started moving his queen out early, and I was like, wait, I thought we said you shouldn't bring your queen out early. I gave him a little slap. No, I didn't really. I'm joking. It's not even a joke, is it? It's not even funny. I'm not funny. I'm a chess player. Chess players don't have to be funny. And I said, why you bring your queen out early? You shouldn't do that, should you? Should you bring your queen out early? And he goes, well, Simon, I saw Hikaru Nakamura doing this. And I was like, what? And Hikaru started a game, e4, e5, queen h5. And then Hikaru started moving his queen about. He won the game, and this kid was like, I saw Hikaru do it. It must be good. Hikaru did actually do it. And I was like, yeah, well, yeah, you got a point there. I was like, thanks, Hikaru. Thanks, mate, for destroying. Okay, destroying. Okay, so, all right. So I'm trying to think here. So I've got ideas now. Bring the rook out here. And also, bishop g2, queen a6. My pawn does a great job. The parrot, is it going to win? Is the parrot going to win? Thank you, Stevis, for subscribing. So I will get my rook out here. This looks like a nice defensive and aggressive square. And I get it off the fret. And I have ideas now of bringing my queen in and going for checkmate. Let's do that, shall we? Oh, this is the parrot attack. I'm sorry, I did forget my theory. Me and Magnus, I know we did actually look at this in our days, and we did come to the conclusion that this maneuver was one of the most important maneuvers that you have to remember in the parrot. And as soon as you get this in, you have an unstoppable attack, and there's nothing in the world that black can do. The reason I'm talking very slowly is I am trying... Well, my piece up. I am piece up. Okay, that's all right. I think the parrot is looking good, yeah? Is the parrot looking good, guys? Okay, now, is this going to lead to mate? He's going to take here. So I'm just going to move this one out the way, because otherwise my king might be getting parroted. Now, he's got a check here. That's a little bit annoying, but it's only one check. I'm trying to get into his king position over here. This is my idea. It looks good, doesn't it? But this is an annoying check. I can't block, so I have to try. He's got a check over here. Then do I come this way? So I've got to be a little bit careful here, guys. It could go wrong. The parrot is still walking. He's still walking. Okay, now he's trying to come. Oh, stop it, man. Stop trying to checkmate me. Okay. Oh, he's going to go there and checkmate. This is... How did he manage this? What has he done to me? Okay, can I counterattack? Oh, God, am I time? No! No! I'm a little bit worried. I'm trying to survive with this, but my time is atrocious. Is this defending? Is it defending? I don't know. Very, very good counterattack by my opponent, who's come at me, but I think I'm just about holding on here. And now, if I take here, wow, he's still coming at me. Calm down, man, Jens. Why are you so mad, man? What? Stop it, man. Just stop attacking me, will you? Give it a break, sir. You don't attack me anymore. You've had your fun. You've had your fun. Stop it, Jens. Okay. I feel like I am getting out of this one. I'm a rook up, and I'm feeling a lot happier now. There was some scare. Oh, we can take it. And he does. But okay, I'm still the exchange up. And my position's still very good. Don't lose the other rook. That'd be... Yeah, don't lose that one as well. Oh... Parrot! Is that what parrot noise is? Hello, I'm a parrot. Okay, the parrot does the job. 100% with the parrots. Can anyone claim anything else with any openings? The parrot. All theory. That was a nerve-wracking game, wasn't it, that one? That was a nerve-wracking game. Okay, so let's just have a look at the chat. I'll just scroll up a little bit. Well, Piff, I did manage to get King B1 and Bishop C1 in. It was a little bit scary at the end. How did I manage that? Well, the parrot can do many wonderful things. Parrot opening is already a legend. Yes, that it is, dear people. It's got 100%. It's doing well. How did you get that out of... I don't know. How did I get out of that? I don't know. It was a weird opening. Thank you for the game, by the way, Jens Chess. Jens Chess played very well, especially at the end of the game there. Jens was doing a lot of, yeah, it was. I agree with Wario Lord. Jens Chess plays so great. Yeah, he did. He played very good game there. That was cool. The hippo opening, parrot with black, a slight overdose of parrot, says Jens Chess. Well done on a good game, by the way, Jens Chess. You nearly had me there. GM Joey is the most famous chess playing parrot. Okay. No book moves were played. So it is a new opening. So we've made a new opening. Can we confirm? Can we confirm we've actually made a new opening today? So the parrot is f4, f5, g4. Is this the first time that g4 has ever been played? Because if it is, I am coining this the parrot. We are going to coin it the parrot. No games found. Yes, we found a new move on move 2. Now the probability of that, and I'm not a mathematician, is bloody large. I know that. To find a novelty, and what I mean by novelty, a move that's never been played in the history of chess. In the history of chess, on move 2, to get a unique position out of the tens of millions of games that are recorded is very rare. So Jens Chess, you've created a piece of history with me there, Jens. Well done. Well done. Well done, Jens. You have created a bit of history. And so did you, Cruzy. Cruzy, you did. I'll give you a little bit of credit. You are, we can call it the Cruzy Parrot variation. How about that? The Cruzy Parrot. So we've created some history. Woohoo! Well done to the history. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so who's next now? So I've still won every game. Is anyone going to take me down? Come on, guys. Is anyone going to take me down? Come on. Okay, so next up, we have Jackie the Swede and then Mary Hatman, who was a bit of a grob player. And Jackie the Swede, you are next. And do we have... Oh, we have a chance to play the parrot again. Come on, parrot. We need to get 2 out of 2 with a parrot. Will Jackie play f5? Oh, no. Jackie, you have not done it. But you know what? The parrot is not scared. We're going for the parrot anyway. Here it is. f4 and g4 against everything. Except for e5, because then queen h4 might be checkmate. So this is the parrot again. It's the parrot. That's my best bird noise. Just in case you're wondering what the hell I was doing there. Okay, so now look at the parrot pawn. The parrot pawn is flying up the board. Flying up the board. Here it comes. Yeah, who's going to be the first person to write a book on this opening? Well, I'm not going to release Magnus's secret work that he did on this opening. I think that'd be a bit disrespectful to the world champion. I don't think he'd be happy if I released his secret notes on this. You know, we've got to respect the world champion, haven't we? Okay, so what about this? Okay, this is just weirdness. Now, can I go here and trap Jackie's knight? I mean, this is one of the basic parrot traps. This is something every schoolboy in Godalming, where I come from, knows. This is the parrot trap. You create a web of deception around your opponent's knight. You force it into a position where it cannot escape. And then you slowly, with your pawns, weave its eternal doom. And that knight is doomed to be removed from the board. The parrot, I feel, may be claiming yet another victim. Go, parrot, go! And he's just fallen into one of the most well-known parrot trips. Trips? Traps. Trips? I think this is a bit trippy chess, isn't it? But, and there we go. We've won. Look at it. The parrot pawns. They are just unstoppable. Unstoppable. Unstoppable pawns coming down the board. Okay. So, what are we going to do next? Well, I think we're a piece up. So, I'm going to stop him playing e5 by getting a hold of the e5 square. Do remember, guys, I have my own Twitch channel if you want to see me play chess. If you're sick of me playing chess, and I can understand that. If you're thinking this guy is just like complete and utter lunatic, and I have to warn you, if you do watch my Twitch streams, you may improve or you may just lose all your rating. If you try to copy the parrot, I mean, it does come with a health warning. You know, let's just put it out there. It is a health warning. But this is another parrot trip. I say trip now. Trap. Can I talk? Knight b5. And now we're coming into c7. So 10 moves, we're completely winning. Completely winning. c3, nice and calm. The queen has nowhere to go. And we're going to take here. We're going to take here. And we're going to be like 10 points up or something. I mean, look at it. Look at these guys. Look at them. They are so... Look, they look so nice. They're all like looking after each other. Over there. They're all looking... Oh, what's he doing now? Is he giving up his queen? He's been totally thrown by the parrot. And I can just take the queen. It has that effect on people. And now he's giving up that one. I think my opponent's gone more barking mad than me. And maybe Jackie is now going to start counting the pieces and realise that he doesn't have too many left in this situation. And, oh, I like that move. Right, what is a good move here, people? Anyone see a good move? Rook takes h7. Yeah, I know there's another move. Oh, no, Oh, he resigned. Oh. Well, my idea of this brilliant sacrifice is that when he takes my rook here, I go queen to a8 checkmate. Amazing sacrifice. Well, this is... Yeah, obviously I could play that straight away and checkmate. Thank you for the game, Jackie the Swede. You just basically came across the parrot, man. What can you do? No one. It's now got 2 out of 2. 2 wins out of 2. The new trendy opening. We're going to see this with this opening is just going to take off. 2 out of 2 with a parrot. Okay, so now I have Merry Hatman Martin, who follows a lot of my streams. Remember, if you want to check out my streams, it's twitch.tv. Just search for Ginger GM. Ginger, yeah, red. Ginger GM, and I'm streaming tomorrow, so you guys can, come and give me a bit of support as well. Okay, right. So let's get it on, Martin. Now I think we're gonna have a little rest from the parrot. Good. I've got the black pieces. Thank goodness for that. Oh no! Come on, Martin. Are you okay? Is he gonna play the parrot after f5? Is he gonna play it? He's gone for it. What the hell is going on today, guys? Martin, you are one brave man. Oh my worst. I mean, Martin has gone for the parrot. And now I've got a confliction. I've got a big confliction here. Do I really want to win this game? Do I really want to win this one? I don't know. If I win this one against my baby parrot, it feels like animal cruelty or something. Do I really want to kill the parrot? I want to keep my 100% though, so I have to. You Martin, you are one brave man playing the parrots against the founding father. And now, well, okay, I think the best move here is to go here, setting up a bit of a trick. And this check over here is coming. Martin moving very confidently here. I mean, what is this madness, guys? Okay, let's come in. Should we come in or should we just take? We'll take that one. So, the parrots. I mean, do you think this has got a future, this opening? Who thinks this has a future? Anyone? Okay, so I have this check. My opponent could be... Okay, I've got to give a check. We got to play aggressively. And now I'm going to get my knight out because I want to get a rook to this square. But I don't know. I mean, the parrot is it? We're going to have to study this line a little bit more. We're going to have to study this one. I mean, my opponent has got the center again. Martin has got the center. So the parrot is fighting in the center of the board. It's doing its job there. Don't defeat it, says Feeney. Well, do you reckon I should offer a draw? I can't. I mean, maybe if I get to a winning position, I should offer a draw. Maybe this is the solution. Oh, Martin, you're really asking. Oh dear, this is move 6, and things are looking a little bit dodgy for the parrot. Oh dear, knight g. Okay, I'm gonna have to offer Martin a draw because we just can't. We can't have the parrot being loose. We can't lose. You know, this is the only draw I'm going to give away today. I've offered him a draw. He's taking it. I'm sorry, guys. Come on, I can't defeat the parrot. Let me off this one time. I mean, the one time. I mean, I just can't do it. You know, would you kill your own child? Would you? You know? Well, you shouldn't. If you want to do that, you know, you're not. You know. And the idea is obviously to go check and here. So the parrot still has 2.5 out of 3 against Grandmaster opposition. We like it. Not bad. Yes, you ruined the 100%, but you still got a draw against the Grandmaster. So well done. Jolly good show, old boy. And I think this is really completely lost to white now. The knight's coming here. The knight's taking this. It's pretty disgusting. Pretty okay. Well, I've had enough parrot action. I need to have a break from the parrot for a little bit. You know, the parrot it's time to have a little break. So remember, guys, if you want to play, what you have to do, you have to be a subscriber to this channel, the chess channel. Do go and check out my own channel, Ginger GM. Check out my YouTube videos. I do stream myself. And you have to be on Chess.com as well. And we're going to try to play as many people as we can. And next up, we have Anti-Back. So, Anti-Back, hello there. And let's get it on, Anti-Back. Anti-Back from Norway, one of the most chess-loving nations in the world. So, Pyro Luke, thank you for subscribing. I'm not picking the people I play, by the way. I've got a list of players, but if you are a subscriber, you should get a game against me. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Well, I think we're going to go for a bit of King's Indian. Oh, that was a bit of a mouse slip, but now I'm looking at that pawn coming to that square. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should be, maybe that was 007 Bunny. Thank you for subscribing. I'm actually now thinking about, let's see if we can make up another opening. So that I meant to say I'm going to play the King's Indian, put the pawn there, but now my opponent's put the bishop there. I'm going to play this little move. So this is, I like it, the Raven opening. And the idea is to throw Gary up the board. I mean, what is this? What is this? So yeah, so I am playing Ben Feingold in a match in under 2 weeks now. I lost the last match. I'm gonna try to get my revenge in this one. Ben's a good player, but I'm feeling very confident, and I think I will definitely win this one. I'm gonna take it a lot more seriously than last time, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a close match. It's gonna be a close match. Well, what I'm planning to do here, I think I had a plan. Do I have a plan? Guys? Well, my whole plan is to go G5. Is this a new opening? Has this been played before? Can someone check this? I don't know. Maybe it's new. Maybe it's not new. I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is new or not. We're trying to create new openings today. So I think I'm going to have to prepare it, because at the moment my opponent is guarding the G5 square. So we're going to prepare it, and we're going to get Gary motoring up the board. Go on, Gary. And I guess my king will have to just stay in the middle or castle over here. So, okay, so I want to defend that pawn a little bit. I don't want anything nasty happening there. So we do this. My bishop can come out as well. Cry like a ginger grandmaster, pawn crusher is saying. So I obviously think he thinks I'm going to go down and I'm going to cry. Well, maybe I will if I lose to Ben. I'll be the first chess streamer to turn into a bubbling mess of tears. Has anyone else cried? I mean, nothing wrong with crying, I have to say. I think there's a bit of a... okay, I'm going to play like a hedgehog. This one is coming. The Raven. I like that. It's a good name, the Raven. So we're just gonna wait for the Raven pawn to come down the board. That's a cool name, isn't it? Ginger GM. Ravens don't cry. Ravens are too hardcore. So here we go. Now it comes. The Raven comes. G5. Rah, rah. There's definitely some bird-related madness going on today. And my opponent is playing very well. Very good moves. And I think getting ready to play e4. So I'm going to try to stop that move by getting my knight to that square. And you can see this is the kind of stuff I played before. You know, this kind of malarkey. Okay, so we're going to take that one off your head, old boy. That's what they used to say at Ravens, obviously, and the Tower of London are linked. And I think there's the legend is, as soon as the Ravens leave the Tower of London, London will fall. Is that right? Something like that? Who knows about that? And of course, yeah, as someone's pointed out, Raven, Edgar Poe and his Raven, and the Simpsons version of that is very good as well. I like that. Feingold is already trash talking in his streams. Well, you should have watched my stream yesterday. He might trash talk the same old jokes every day of his life. I mean, he literally, you know, but he hasn't invented an opening called the parrot, has he? He hasn't invented the parrots. There's only one person, that's me. So he can come up with his same old jokes, regurgitated time and time again. But, you know, come on, Ben. Use that imagination. Get your dad jokes out of the way. Everyone's heard your dad jokes. They're old. They're too old. So, anyway, we'll see. And, you know, I don't necessarily need to trash talk him because, you know, why? Why do I? You know? Let's let the chess do the talking. I think that's the best. That's the best thing to do. Okay, so the Raven pawn is going well. And I think it's now time to get my king castled. And I want to get the Raven march going so I can open up the G file. So my opponent trying to do some attacking over here. So what about F5 and G4? That seems like a good idea, yeah? Okay, so now I will take this knight off because I really like my bishop there. My bishop is really, really good. And this bishop combined with my rook is trying to land a bit of a blow down there on G2. And remember, if you are watching this, people at home, you can play me. You know, you can get a chance to play a Grandmaster if you subscribe to the Chess Twitch channel. Just press the subscribe and then subscribe to my channel as well. And you can get a chance to play me. So do come and play, guys. Come and play. Okay, so my opponent's holding it together well. And maybe this move is coming up next. So I'm going to play rook here. Give me some chances maybe to push my pawn. And that's a good positional move for my opponent. Why? Because it blocks out the bishop on b7. But I'm going to go e5, and this is consistent with my idea of trying to use my pawns to march up the board. I mean, I think first of all I will go king here first because I like it when all my pieces are like coordinating well. And the idea of this, my bishop is dead now on this square. So I kind of like the idea of bringing it back to c8 when it might have potential later on to come out over here. So good. My opponent, well, good play from my opponent. She's trying to attack. So I really want to play this move, but I can't at the moment. So another thing I'm looking at, dear old Harry boy over here, Harry the H-pawn, is looking a little bit eager to be taken. So if I go queen d8, can I go munchy munchy? Munchy munchy. Oh, look at this. Calm down. You know, I see what you're trying to do. Just chill. Chill, please. Chill a little bit. Chill. Just relax, please. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, so, you know, I'm still quite happy because Harry, you know, I've won Harry and now it's coming. Now it's coming. Look at this. The Raven. The Raven is raving. The Raving Raven. A nice poem in the mark of Edgar Poe by the Ginger Jim. The Raving Raven. Okay, so I think this one is winning a piece. I'm actually, I didn't realise how short a time I was, so I'm gonna have to move a little bit quicker here. But this bishop has trapped. Look at how good the Raven has performed. I mean, look at that. It's done such a brave march. It's marched all the way down to h2. And I have a very nice checkmate coming up if my opponent is... And this... Well, can I check? I can checkmate in a couple of ways here. Bishop f2 is clearly very strong because I win the queen. So I'll keep it simple. And this is the checkmate I was sort of looking for, but my opponent has one defense. So thank you for the game. Anti-back. You played very well there. You came at me on the queen side. London system, great opening. Maybe one of the mistakes was... The big mistake probably was around here to let my pawn get to f4. I mean, as soon as I get my pawn there, it's a little bit dangerous. So we're creating new openings. I like this. We're coming with the Raven. Okay, so who is next? So remember, if you want to play, we're into the last hour of playing now, and all you have to do is subscribe and get in Chess.com, join the queue, and you'll probably get to play a Grandmaster. No one has defeated me. The only draw came about by the Parrot opening, a very famous opening that we can expect to see a lot more of in the future, especially at Super Grandmaster level. Magnus, Caruana, Mamajarov, Karyakin, or Carjacking, as he's sometimes known. All these people will be playing it soon. So let's have a look. So thank you for subscribing. And someone subscribed there. Thank you. I missed who it was, I'm afraid, but thank you for subscribing to this channel. And do you never get tired from using your brain so intensely? I'm absolutely shattered at the moment, and my brain might actually explode at any second, but that'll be some damn good entertainment, won't it? Chess is a very, very exhausting game. I mean, it really is. Tagbon, thank you for subscribing. And everyone else. So who have we got next then? So let's have a look. So we have quite a big queue, so I'm going to try to get through you guys as quickly as I can. And we have Simone Johansson, I think, is that how you say it, from Norway. And we're just gonna give the parrot a little bit of a break, because this poor parrot needs to have a little rest now and again. Oh, I'm sorry. My opponent's just giving me a comment, and I didn't actually read it, so I'm sorry about that. So let's have a look. It's quite a long comment, and it is: "Hello and welcome to Not Normal Game Chess. Here are the rules. The point of this game is to build a base. You can build a parrot base at instant. The first 15 moves are used to build the base. Let me just put this in the chat. This is a lot to read. I don't know if I'm going to do this, by the way, guys, but this is what my opponent has kind of sent me. So a base, your first 50 moves are used to build the base. No moves beyond your 4th rank, and no captures allowed. Aesthetics are important. After 15 moves, the base is built, and the chat will give score from 1 to 10 on how beautiful the base looks. Then we play... Oh, I like this. This is really cool. Then we play a normal game of chess, but with one exception. The chat will also give a score from 1 to 10. So, let me get this right. I'll do this for this game. For the first 10 moves, we can't go past the 4th rank, and we just got to create as pretty a position as we can. And you guys are going to judge it, and then we're going to play some normal chess. We'll play one game like this. I like it. So let's do it. So, okay, so the first 10 moves, was it first 15 moves? So I'm trying to think what pattern I want to create now. So what pattern do I want to create? Well, that's a darn good question. 15 moves, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about a beautiful pattern. I tell you what, in honour of the caterpillar, was it Spicy Caterpillar, who has just got an amazing... He's broken all the records on Chess.com Puzzle Rush. I'm going to create a caterpillar opening. Okay? So it's going to be a little bit like this, because that's kind of how caterpillar moves, isn't it? A little bit like this. So I'm going to create a caterpillar. So here we go. Okay, so the first 15 moves, move 2 now, obviously. We've got to create the most beautiful position we can. And then after 15 moves, we play a game of chess. So here's my caterpillar. Can you see my caterpillar? Here it is. And we're move 5 now. Here comes the caterpillar. Here it comes. Here comes the cat. Oh, can I go there? Yeah, because he can't take it. He's not going to take it, is he? And now, okay, I'm still scared. Look, this is kind of pretty. And now, okay, now he's just going for the hippo. He's playing very normally. And now we're on move 10. And okay, so who's going to get the more beautiful position? I'm going to move this one over here. Ah, look at this. The caterpillar. This is what I'm thinking of. He is playing the hippo. He's just going for the hippo. You know, I have to say, Simone, the hippo's quite a normal opening there. And now I've done the first 10 moves. we can't go past the 4th rank, his rules, until move 15. But I'm going to get ready with Harry. Now the caterpillar slowly comes. It slowly comes. We're on move 13 now. Oh, now he's doing some little funky manoeuvring. Actually, I need to get my knight over this side of the board, don't I? So let's go here. Now, I'm gathering he won't take that because that's breaking the rules of engagement. That is breaking the rules of engagement. You cannot take that one. It's your own rules, sir. Do not capture that knight because it's breaking the rules. You might beat me, but you're breaking your own rules. Okay, and now look at this. All my pieces are very snug. We've got, and this is move 15. We can now play. I want to get my king here and my queen here, though. I don't know. Okay, so now, guys, you have to score. We're on move 15 out of 10. First of all, my setup, and then my opponent's setup. So we can play now, yeah? I think. So, what do you reckon? Who's got this one? I think the caterpillar's done all right. I think I've created some nice little... Look at it. I've got rid of all my pieces from this area of the board. I think that's at least... I think it's at least a 5.4. 5.4? No, it must be an 8. It's more higher than that. Oh, come on. 8 out of 10. You only get... Oh, I said 8. I actually meant 10, Martin. You're giving me an 8 and you're giving my opponent a 5. We've got a 7.5. A 1? A 1? We've only got a 1? 7 for Simon, 10 for Ginger. Oh, right, okay, so my opponent's Simone. Yes, sir, we can play now. And the chat can also give a mark on how beautiful the checkmate is. So now I'm going for the kill with the Harry pawn. So here we come. Simon, you need to play. You have no time. I still have... Okay, can I not take that one? Okay, so it's not a normal game, clearly. What is this madness that's going on today? I mean, this show started off quite normal, and it is a Saturday night show, I guess. So, okay, I think my opponent's trying to help me create a beautiful checkmate. Okay, so I see. So he's on purpose losing, but in order for me to create a checkmate. Okay, I get the way he's trying to do this. So it's not a proper game. It's on the beauty side of it. So I've got to think how I want to sacrifice my queen here. This is how we're going to try to create some beauty. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to get my queen here and sack it on h7. This is my idea for the beauty prize. So how are we going to do this? Well, I need to get my bishop out of the way. I don't want to take the rook. And going there is a bit boring. But only if I checkmate in the normal way. I've got an idea. It is a free knight, but we're not playing normal chess. Now, this is normal checkmate, but I'm not... This is a beauty game. We're going for the beauty prize. So my idea is to sack the queen on h7 and then take here. So this is what I'm going to try to achieve. I'm not going to checkmate him here because it's too plain easy. I want to try to create the beauty prize. Take here. Take here. So I need to set this one up. Okay, my opponent is playing like an animal. And, okay, so how do we set it up? Well, I think I need this pawn here. Takes. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm getting near. We're going for the beauty prize. We're going... Oh, no, he's going to take my rook. Don't take my rook. If you take my rook, it spoils my whole... Oh, no, he's going to take my rook. He's going to take my rook. Oh, yeah, he hasn't. Okay, so now we got it. You ready? You ready? You ready for the beauty prize? We're not going queen g7. We are going to go queen h7. Boom! I've got to play a normal game of chess after this. This is just like mind messing up. Boom! Double check. It's a doubler. It's a double checker. And can you see what's coming next? If it had taken that one, I had rook h6. And I think we're going to put him out of his misery there, rook h8. Well, I don't know. That was just weird. That was weird, guys. Thank you for the game, Simone. That was a totally unique idea there. I've never had anyone come with an idea like that before. So 10 out of 10 for your uniqueness. Now, you guys have got to mark that out 10 points for the checkmate. And boom is the way of the walk. 10 out of 10, 6. Well, it's better than the one you gave before, isn't it? At least I'm moving up in the world. At least I'm moving up. So the idea of the checkmate here was if he took here, then this one is checkmate. But, okay. Thank you for that. 6.8. Okay. I like it. Who's next then? So, right. Okay, so we're going to go for Stevis 5. And you are next on the list. Then after Steve is 5, we have Woods, Genie, Pyro, Luke, and we're going to keep going for now. I'll try to get through you a bit more. No one has defeated me yet. We need a normal game of chess now, because otherwise my brain is just gonna explode. So what opening are we gonna play though? So we haven't had me playing D5 yet. So I'm gonna play D5. Normal, sensible chess. Everyone plays the bloody London system nowadays, don't they? Every single person plays the London system. So we're gonna play a normal game of chess. Nothing funny going on here. Sensible moves. You know, nothing out of course. And I'm going to sack a pawn. This is the Willie Williams gambit. My surname, as you may have guessed, is Williams, and it's the Willie Williams gambit. So here we go. Nice normal game of chess. I suppose, I don't know, is it so stupid I get one tempo to attack? It probably is stupid. Actually, it probably is just absolutely ridiculous, because I get the same position but without a pawn here. Yeah, I don't like the Willie Williams gambit. We might have to, you know, give this one a little bit of a wide birch, should we say? The Willie Williams gambit is not gonna have many takers, is it? This one, I don't think so. But okay, later on, I might have this file for the attack. You've always got to look, as you know, Monty Python said, on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of chess. There we go. Okay, so that's the bright side. So I think we're going to now do this little subtle maneuver. There we go. We're opening it up. We are opening up. This is the deferred grob. Well, I think it's more of an accelerated grob, isn't it, Mary? You just give up a pawn straight away for a bit of craziness. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to lose this guy. So I'm going to move my queen, because I think castling looks fairly straightforward and sensible here as well. And I hope if my opponent castles kingside, at least we're going to get a double-edged game there. Always look on the bright side of checkmate. I like that one. That's a good saying as well there, sir. If your fish could talk, I would turn off the mute. Well, thank you for that very kind comment. If fish could talk, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be chilling out of the ocean, listening to all their magical whimslings on life, I believe. If fish could talk. If fish could talk, what would they say? They'd probably say, you horrible humankind, stop it with your plan. I don't want to know. I wouldn't want to know what they'd say, to be honest. I just wouldn't want to know. If fish could talk. Well, yeah, okay. Anyway, right, so I think now, look at it. Actually, this gambit, the Willie Williams gambit, is not looking so bad. Oh, yeah, I like that. If fish could talk, they would say, stop going to the toilet in the water. That's actually a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay, I'm just reading some messages as we go along. And, you know, we do have 40 minutes left of the show, I think that's obviously it. Do you swim here often? you guys are coming up with some good ones. I like it. You guys are coming up with some good ideas. Okay, so I'd love to try to get this move in. Rook takes g2 with some kind of checkmate, but my opponent always has the bishop to g3 to block up the g file. So I think for the time being, rather than playing something like queen h3, bishop g3, I need to try and improve my pieces a little bit more. So the move that sort of is obvious to me is knight to e4, just because I like my knight in the center of the board. My bishop might be able to come out. I might be able to play e5, and then maybe soon I can try to double rooks on the Willie Williams g file, something like that. It's quite similar to some of those lines, is it, Mary Hatman? I suppose it is, but white does have the pawn on d4. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, it's a bit of a... Yeah, I like that. Very fishy variation. I mean, the tangents we've gone on today with the conversation has been quite impressive. Parrots, fish. I mean, where are we going to go next? Where's this going, guys? I don't know. Okay, so, well, I mean, this looks all right to me, this position. I might also start using Harry, because I feel like if I get my pawn to this square, you know, I can increase the pressure on my opponent's king side. So I just want to, you know, I want to get this somewhere like there, maybe get e5 in, and start some kind of attack against g2. This kind of stuff. That is what we're going to do. What is the command for this game rules? I don't know. I don't quite understand that one. When is Bosboom joining? Were you over in Batavia, Amsterdam with me there? Thank you, gods. 92. I don't know. Oh, I can take that now. He's really making it tempting for me to take it. Have I missed something? Is he trying to trick me? When you see an obvious move, you should kind of like smell a rat. Or think that it is fishy. It's a fishy move. Salmon Williams, I like that, Chess Society. But I can't see anything wrong with queen takes h3. Taking a pawn and threatening checkmate. And if you can't see anything wrong with something... Oh, is he going to go knight g5? Is that his idea? So queen takes it, knight g5. Knight takes g5, bishop g4, check. Interesting. f5, queen takes there, knight takes h3, check. What have I got? 2 pawns for the piece. And he's trying to get the bishop to this square, clearly, but takes here, knight g5. I can come back to d7 there. That's interesting. Let's see. This looks like the most interesting move. So I think my opponent's very imaginative idea is this move. So that's one of the most imaginative ideas that I think we've actually seen today. I have to be honest. Giving up a pawn to start this counterattack. So I have to give good credit to my opponent for... I love it when people play these imaginative, interesting, unique ideas. And this is the threat. And my queen. So I'm going to move the queen all the way back to try to stop bishop here, because now I can block it with a pawn coming to one of these 2 squares. But I like that. Imaginative idea. Imaginative idea. Okay. I did spot your idea, Stevis. Well, you know, I'm not a grandmaster for nothing, son. You know, we us grandmasters, we can spot these things occasionally. Okay. Now, I can take that knight, but can I also attack? Because, I don't know, maybe we'll have to take that one. Now, bishop here, I still have e6, so I'm okay. We're going to have to take that knight sooner or later, aren't we? I have to go here, otherwise I lose my queen. And my opponent, very short a time at the moment. So, this is... Obviously, when you're playing an imaginative way, it does require more time to think. So, and also now I'm starting to get some dangerous threats. That was a threat, and if I can get my queen around here, which I'm going to try to do, I have ideas of knight h3 and queen takes g2. So my opponent spotted that one, and I have other ideas, trying to get the queen in this way, or trying to take on g3 at some moment. So my idea now is to take here and take on g3. But let's try it, because I mean I'm probably going to be winning on time anyway. I don't think this works because of queen g2. So I'm probably losing here actually after queen g2, because I forgot I can't take here because he takes my rook. But okay, I'm winning on time. So yeah, time came, and I probably had some better way to do it. Could I play a game against Eric Rosen? Someone's saying in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to start doing some more Rivals YouTube videos. If there's any other... By the way, that was a good game. It was a very interesting game, Stevie. I mean, that was one of the more imaginative games, and you were winning at the end there, so you could take that away from that game. So I could have played that better, definitely, at times, but well done to my opponent, Stevie. So coming up with a very interesting idea, h3, one of the most interesting ideas of the day. So, I mean, I'm all up for playing against, you know, other title players, anyone. It's good to have challenges, rival matches. But Ben in 2 weeks is obviously going to be the big one, so I probably won't do much until then. Okay, so next up we have Wood's Genie. And I have the white pieces. So what opening have we not tried so far? Well, I haven't played this one, B3. B3, and this is quite an interesting opening. This is played by a Georgian player called Jabava, who you may or may not know. And the point of this one is to attack the centre from the sides. So I'm threatening to win that pawn because I'm pinning the knight. And you get some very interesting positions. And now I can play f4, putting pressure on that one. And if that pawn moves, I can take on g7. So I'm trying to attack the centre from the sides, basically. That's the idea of this one. That is the idea. So my opponent is defending that one. And now I'm going to develop and attack that one. So I have quite a lot of pressure. 1, 2, 3, attacking here. My opponent has 1, 2, 3 defending. In order to win a pawn on that square, you have to have more. This is, I think, a theoretical position. You can now take, and after bishop takes, try some check. But I seem to recall that that's not a very good idea for me, because when I take here and he takes back, moving this pawn, his knight has a very good square on f6. So I'm going to just try to develop and create more threats. Develop pieces, attack things, create threats. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. So Trans Dot is saying barring channel. So thank you for your contribution. It's always nice to have people like that come along. I mean, the great thing about Twitch and the internet is if you don't like a channel, you can actually just like go to another channel rather than type in it. I find it really weird when people like, I've seen this before, people sort of say, oh, I hate this channel. And then like 5 minutes later, they're like, oh yeah, this channel's like rubbish. And then an hour goes by and they're like, oh, this is such a bad channel. And then when you've done a 2-3 hour stream, they're still there saying how much they hate it, even though they've been there for like 2-3 hours listening to the whole channel. I mean, what is wrong with them? You know, just like, really? Are you actually insane? You know, turn it off. You're not forced to watch this. I just find it quite amusing. You know, it's quite funny. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, I don't know. I mean, I can take here. Quite an interesting position. I'd like to get my bishop to e4 as well. But if I go bishop d3, can he play e4? Then if I castle, that looks like fun. So let's try. Because if I get a chance, this is a very nice square for the bishop. So I think he should play e4. And then I'm going to castle and all hell will break loose. And all hell will break loose here. Okay, so he's gone back. So now I'm quite happy because I think with my pawn coming here, he won't ever move my bishop. So I'm just going to castle and put my pawn on d3. And I kind of got a weird little structure there. I don't know if it's good or bad, but let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not playing tonight. It's nearly 11 o'clock over here in England, and I did stay out a little bit late last night, being a Friday night with my friends Lee and Blair. So we're not doing arrivals tonight, man. I need to get my rest. My brain might just explode. I'll do it another time, I promise. But you've got to let me sleep, man. At some point, come on. I'm not a workhorse. You know, my brain needs to have some rest. Okay, anyway, back to the chess. So what I'm going to do here? Well, I'm going to now... Let's try... I mean, can I go there? Or, I don't know, I've got a couple of ideas. The other idea is to maybe just to increase my space on the queen side. Because if he does decide to castle that way, I mean, you from watching this show, you probably see the way I play chess. I'll be ready to push the pawn up the board. Now, that's a bit of an annoying move because his knight's coming in here. I don't want that to occur, so I'm just going to defend that square. So if he comes in, I can just eliminate it, take that knight off the board. Bobby Fischer didn't sleep. Bobby Fischer did not sleep. Bobby Fischer was a machine, a Terminator from Brooklyn. he probably didn't sleep knowing Bobby. He was probably like, he probably was a bit of a Terminator. Okay, now I can allow this one and sack the exchange. And I like sacrificing. So he can go here and go knight check when I have to give up the exchange. And that seems like one of the more interesting positions we get. So he's going for it. I can take with a pawn. And this position is quite interesting because I'm aiming to play bishop a3. Now the reason I did not play bishop a3 last move is that you could go bishop c5. So I can go bishop a3 now, and then queen takes here is a bit annoying. So my other idea is to take on this one and try to get my knight to this beautiful square. This is a really close game. This could go either way. This is certainly one of the closer. My opponent's playing very well is what I'm meaning to say here. This could go either way. I'm down on time. And my opponent might now do this, but okay, well now I can get my move in, bishop a3. So now I'm happy. This is my idea all along. And you saw me play this, if you recall, earlier on in the French defense. And now I'm just going to be a pawn up. So I'm quite happy. I'm going to be a pawn up. I have an open C file to attack on. And of course, in the ending, you want to use your king. So I'm just going to try to get my king sort of centralized there. Centralize. I don't know what I said there, Chess Society. Do you say in English 3 results for a game? Yeah, we do. I mean, I guess we say we're playing for 3 results. I actually struggle to say the word free sometimes. I don't know why. It's a bit one of my weird gingerisms. 3. Okay, free. Can I say it? Free. Yeah, there are 3 results, but now I wouldn't say 3 results because I'm pawn up in an ending, so I should be quite okay. So he's trying to break. That's a good idea. And my main idea will be, I think, when you have a pawn majority, and what I mean by pawn majority is look where you have more pawns than your opponent. I have 3 pawns. He has 2 pawns. When you have a pawn majority in the ending, use your pawns with the idea of trying to create a pass pawn. And what I mean by a pass pawn is a pawn where it doesn't have any obstructions, because, of course, then you can try to queen that pawn. But my opponent's playing this ending very well, and he's playing very quickly. So that last move of his, though, maybe he played a little bit too quickly. But we'll see. Okay, now I think I'm doing very well here, because when your opponent has a pass pawn, so you can see this is a pass pawn, where is the best place for your rook? The best place is behind the pass pawn. So that's a great way of trying to stop that pawn from running down the board. So in a rook ending, get your rook behind the pass pawn. Would I like to write a chess method book? Well, I mean, to be honest, like, chess books are very hard to write, and you get paid very badly for writing chess books, or it used to be that way. It used to be the case that you'd get paid awfully. I mean, I got paid. I worked out. I've written a number of chess books in my life, and I worked out that the amount I was getting worked out at probably like £4 an hour, something like that. For that includes after royalties, which were nothing really. You don't royalty payments are really quite shockingly bad. And I thought, well, I could have worked down a supermarket for this money, and I would have got more money. So and because a lot of publishers are kind of like, I'm not going to say thieves, but I'm going to say thieves. They don't. I could lose on time here, couldn't I, if I'm not careful? They don't pay fairly, and they give you very little royalties while they take their lion's share. One thing I've always wanted to do with the company I do, Ginger GM, is like pay as fairly as we can afford, because it's better. I mean, nowadays, I just prefer doing DVDs. I'm going to lose on time, aren't I? Okay, I'm not going to lose on time. I won't lose on time. DVDs I prefer doing. It's my preferred way of learning. And there we go. I had enough time to win that one. That was quite close, that one. So I prefer doing DVDs. I prefer the visual thing. I think I can teach. I'm a better teacher personally doing DVDs than writing. I'm not. I don't think I'm a great writer. Is what I say. That was a very tough game. Woods Genie, you're obviously a very good player, and I would say you're underrated at your rating there. So tough. Tough game. Chess Genie feels bad. Well, you shouldn't feel bad. You play very well. Gigi Yo is saying you bought one of my things. You can check out what I've done at my shop, gingergm.com. I've got loads of stuff in my shop if you want to buy something, ranging from quite cheap to, £100 for very intensive courses. If you wanna sort of learn. DVD publishing pays better. Well, I mean, it pays okay, DVD publishing, but not great. I mean, it's okay. Depends if you sell your DVDs or not, So, I don't know. I mean, it's all right, and I prefer doing it. I mean, it maybe pays a little bit better. Okay, so who's up next? So, we do have, let me just have a look at the list. Pryro. Oh, my words. Now, this is going to be a tough one. Pryro Luke. Are you still there? Oh, you are. So, Pryro Luke is next, and Pryro... I played last Sunday because Pryro is a subscriber to my Twitch channel, and Pryro beat me. So this game I'm going to take. I'm not going to play. There's not going to be any. What openings was I going to? What do we, I can't. Oh, the bloody hell! How can I forget about the parrot already? There's going to be no parrots in this one. Not against Pryro. I'm not saying the parrot could be slightly dodgy, but I'm gonna take Pryro as seriously as I can. This Pryro Luke is a friend of Spenny and me. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. So you know Spenny, do you? I didn't realise that, Pryro. Lee's telling me. Spenny, it's David Spence, extraordinaire. So hello, Pryro. I don't think we've ever met in real life, have we, Pryro? I'm not sure. I met Pryro in Magaluf. Oh, right. So, well, there you go. When you're out partying, hey, Lee. Lee, how are you feeling today, by the way, Lee? Because I'll tell you what, I've had a bit of a rough day today. I mean, it's been, I was being a bit tired today, shall we say, Lee? It's your fault, Lee. It's your fault. Okay, right. So this is a gambit line which I often play, and my pawn on e5 is one of the reasons I do this gambit line, because I can often try to get this knight into the d6 square. And my opponent is playing theory. And having a pawn on e5 is very good when you're trying to build up an attacking position. Now this is slightly unusual, this move. The main move, I think, is bishop here. So I'm going to see what my opponent's idea is, and I'm going to accept his pawn because I get my sacrificed pawn back now. Maybe his idea is queen takes here, knight c2 check. And then when I move my king, his knight takes this. So I should probably over-defend this pawn. So the way I'm going to do that is by moving my bishop to e3, just to stop him playing queen takes d4. And if I can get two more moves in, like bishop c4 or bishop e2, and then castle, I'll be very happy. I think I will have a fantastic position. So I'm going to go bishop e2 because it's a little bit more secure there, and I'm just going to get castled because I have this pawn on e5, and as I keep mentioning, I think having this pawn on e5 gives me a great basis to start an attack. And another common theme in these positions is what I'm about to do: get the queen over to g4, because I start applying pressure to my opponent's kingside. Magaluf. I remember going to Magaluf once, Lee. I went to Magaluf when I was a lot younger. I mean, I'm nearly 40 now. 39. Jesus, where do all years go? The Ripper's also saying, when's the Raven DVD coming out? Stay tuned. I think the Parrot's going to come first, isn't it? Then the Raven. But I remember going to Magaluf, and it was just a crazy place. I didn't really enjoy it that much. There was all these weird games going on in bars where people in the middle of a bar were putting toilet roll in their bottoms and setting it on light, and I was like, what the hell is this, like, jungle of insanity, and I was like, man, this is a bit too much even for me. So I wasn't, I didn't. Magaluf, I don't know. It's ruined by English people. I think, to be honest, poor old Spaniards who live there. They're probably like these bloody English. They come over to our town, they ruin it, and you're probably one of them, Lee. You're probably one of those scumbags. Only joking. I'm jokingly. Don't. Just calm down. Okay, so I'm equal on pawns, and I wasn't sure what I was doing, so I just thought I'd put my rook on a slightly more active square. And now let's go here. Something in my eye for some reason there. And how? I mean, I want to really attack the king, but if I go f4, he goes g6, stops me over there. So I'm trying to work out how to do this now. I mean, Queenie is Queenie 2 just very strong now? Is his knight trapped? And I can try to go rook takes here. Has he put his knight in a bad position? Let's find out. So I'm going to go Queenie 2, and I'm just going to try to eliminate this knight. This might be very good. Okay, so right, so we are. So yeah, I think Pryro's probably put his knight into a bit of a suspect position there by putting his knight into d3. That was maybe a bit of a mistake of Pryro's. That knight is a little bit funny, and you can see he's got a little problem over here because the rook can't get into the game at the moment. No interaction with chat, as I've been looking at the chat for the last 2 hours and 40 minutes and answering and asking most questions. But apart from that, I agree with your points, Crafty Ralph. You are spot on with your observations. Thank you for being so smart. Okay, right. So I think we will continue here with... I'm just going to take this one off the board, get rid of the rook, and we will... Having 2 pieces for the rook is generally a very good thing to do, and my position is looking pretty fantastic now. Now, if I could get this knight to this square, then I could sit a knight on here. I don't want to move my knight in straight away because it'll take it. So I'm going to go on a little journey, and this knight is going to hop over to c4 now, so that I can hop into a square. Do you think Bobby Fischer's game would be able to keep up in today's chess world and against top pros? Well, I don't really know what the question is 100% there. I mean, do you mean his game? Or if he played at exactly the same standard now and exactly the same openings, he'd probably find himself in a little bit of trouble, for the main reason that, openings are so important. But I mean, Bobby Fischer was a natural chess player and he was a hard worker. So if Bobby Fischer was around today, I'm sure that Bobby Fischer would be one of the best players in the world. But he would use computers. He would have to update his openings. His openings would get in trouble, at top level, because he didn't work with computers. He'd have to work with computers to cope with good players nowadays. So I think he'd have to do a little bit of work, basically, Bobby. Personally, I mean, the playing strength of competitors nowadays is so much higher than it's ever been in the history of chess. And this is one thing that people kind of forget. It really, really is. The chess that's played nowadays is such a correct level that it's hard. That old players. I mean, I think if you look at a lot of the old players, they just, their level, if you look at their games, are just nowhere good enough compared to what it is, now. So is that. I think I kind of answered you there, did I? Half answered you there. I think. I don't know. Okay. Well, it's always good to look at the best moves, isn't it? Something I sometimes struggle with. So can I go here now? Let's try to finish old Pryro off, shall we? So f6, and Pryro, you are in a little bit of trouble, I feel, sir. A little bit of trouble. And now let's sink that one in. It's a sinker, And we're actually threatening checkmate here. You could probably remember this pattern earlier on. And that is checkmate. So, tough luck, Pyro. You put up a damn good fight there, sir. But I think the opening went wrong. We've had that opening before, haven't we, as well? Delpre is saying, Simon, I nearly purchased your Killer DVD book today. Well, nearly's just not good enough, is it? Tell me when you did, and then I'll give you a bit of respect and a shout out. Don't nearly me. Buy it. Buy anything I've got, because it's excellent. You'll put on 400 points just by looking at the cover of any of my chess books. By looking at the cover, you'll instantly become a better player. Guaranteed. Okay. So I'm just having a look at the chat. Ginger, do you know why so many of the great players of the world in 21 did not show up to play in Hastings? I've no idea, Karam. No idea at all. My chess history is not fantastic. It's not too bad either, but it's not great. Simon, I nearly thought about considering buying one of your books today. Well, okay, jump on the bandwagon there, sir. Guaranteed on our money back? Of course not. Well, actually, if you buy from Ginger GM, we do guarantee any of our DVDs you buy from Ginger GM. If you don't like it, you get your money back. That is a guarantee, yes. But my books are not anything to do with me, really. I've just written them. They're done by other publishers. So DVDs, yes, you do get a guarantee, actually. But I'm not going to guarantee you improve just by looking at the cover of my DVDs. I'm just wondering, what does a Grandmaster actually mean? Do you get paid for being this good? Or, well, I mean, Grandmaster is one of the highest you can become in chess, except for World Champion. It's like the high level. It sounds pretty cool as well, doesn't it? It's like you're Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid was saying. And do you get paid? Well, you do get paid sometimes. You get paid to play in competitions, pay for coaching, play for DVDs, everything we discussed, really. Okay, now, next up is Make Hell Tao. So, let's take you on, Make Hell Tao. If you're still here. I can't see you on the list, though, Make Hell. So, we're going to miss you out, because I can't see you. So, we're going to go to A on Apollo. And A on Apollo, let's get it on. Let's get it on, sir. Let's get it on. And we've only got a couple of games to go. So, hello, Aeon. Are you there, sir? Okay, so what are we going to play? We've played nearly every opening. I think we're now going to play the Scared Knight variation. So, do you know what the Scared Knight variation is? Make me Tao. You weren't on the list. I couldn't see you on the list. I'll play you next time. Put your challenge in. I'll play you next time. I'll play you next time. In the next game we'll play, calm the hell down. Ginger GM fan, hello to you, sir. Well, that's a very good nickname you got, so you're doing well there. You're doing there. It doesn't matter how strong you are either. Okay, you're playing me. Even if you're a complete beginner, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy it, you know. Enjoy the opportunity to play a Grandmaster. Maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. Just enjoy it. Yeah, so if you could resend the challenge. I couldn't see you, Make Me Tao, in the chat. I might have missed you. Okay, so if he went there, I was gonna move my knight back to G8, hence the Scared Knight variation. But this is a typical response in the center of the board. Okay, I can see your challenge now. So you have put your challenge back in. So D5, here we come. And I can see your challenge now. You'll get a game after this. And I'm now going to try to take over the centre a bit. Quite weird. We've got like a reverse French here. And we are... Well, my plan is probably just to develop very quickly. I might try to get an attack against F2. But let's bring my knights out in a very sensible manner. Knights defending the centre of the board. And I just need to get my bishop out and get my king castled. And everything will be rosy. Oh, look at this. My opponent is joining in the fun. I mean, this is quite a pretty position, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to be the first to take something. So I've gained a tempo. And Jesper has made the very intellectual chat saying chess is more fun than cheese. Well, it depends, doesn't it, Jesper? It depends on the cheese. It depends on the chess. It depends how you play your chess and how you eat your cheese. A good fondue. Can you beat a good fondue? Can you beat a good fondue? That you know, I like a good fondue. Don't we all like a good fondue? Okay, so right. Well, I'm gonna keep it simple in this game. We're gonna try and whip off the queens. So there they go, and round this little guy up here, with the idea of maybe bringing this one out as well, something like that. My opponent's playing well, especially for the rating. I mean, your rating is 906. Is that even a real number? Is 906 a real number in chess? Can you actually... I'm not being too rude, am I? But 906 is... That's pretty... If I lose to a 906, I'll be the laughing stock. So just, you know, but that is a 906. Wow. You're playing very well for a 906. You're certainly a lot better than that. So I didn't mean to like just completely rip you apart there with your rating. I only want to mildly rip you apart. No, I'm joking. It's getting late. Okay, right. So let's bring... Well, my opponent's playing well. He even wants to go here and take this pawn. So, okay, I'm just going to develop. He can have a pawn if he wants to. He can have a pawn. So I think I've dropped one draw against the Parrot opening today, and every other game has been a win. And I think we've got 2 games to come after this one. And I don't know what's going on with my eye. You can see I'm just gradually fading away here. My eye is now dropping off as well. By the way, if you like today's show and you want to get a chance to play me, I'm streaming tomorrow at my Twitch channel, GingerGM. So you can come over there, and I'm going to be playing again there. And we're going to have some prizes tomorrow. If you do manage to get a result against me, you win a DVD. So if you liked today's show, try to catch me tomorrow on my channel. Okay, so my opponent's found the right move, forking me. And I'm going to bring my rook in now, and I have a nice idea of castling, getting my rook to h8 and going plonk down there on that square, something like that. At what hour am I streaming? I don't even know what I advertised. If you go to my Facebook page, I'll have a quick look now. No, I can't because I'm actually playing and you guys will see it. Go to GingerGM Facebook. It'll be there. Can't even remember what time I posted. Can't even remember. Something o'clock. There you go. Something o'clock. So okay. So I'm going to continue with my plan. The other plan I had was trying to move my bishop around this way. Which also maybe was even stronger there. At the moment, I'm just going to drop back so I don't lose it. And my bishop stops his knight coming to any of these squares because I take it off. And I still have my simple plan. Just bring my rook to h8 and playing like that. Oh, midday. Oh, yeah. Is it midday tomorrow? Okay, so 12 o'clock. So it's a lot earlier than today. I'm starting 8 hours earlier than today. So I might see you guys around then. Hello, Charlie. You going downstairs, Charlie? So Charlie is the chess cat. You can also check out Charlie the chess cat as well. Charlie the chess cat. Put Charlie on camera or riot. Well, I do agree. I do agree with your sentiment there. But unfortunately, Charlie, being a cat, doesn't always like, you know, showing his face, and he's popped downstairs. Probably to eat. I'd love to put on the camera. We even had the Charlie. If you hear at the start of the show, Charlie the cat was here. He was here. He was enjoying himself. Right. So which way do I go? Do we come this way or do we come this way? So many tempters. Let's go this way and try to come in to one of these 2 squares over here. I don't know what I've got in my eye. Eyeball. Yeah. It's a bit of a. It gets a bit difficult when you can't see and you're playing chess. You know, it's kind of one of those near necessities. Okay, well, my opponent played much higher than his rating, but his position is starting to smell, and I have quite a nice checkmate here, and that one is another double checkmate, And you can see the king is in 2 checks and it can't survive. So thank you for the game. A on Apollo. You played much higher than your rating. Well done. Good game. Good game. What about blindfold chess? Well, the way things are going, Pyro, I might have to go blindfold chess at the moment. So who have we got next? We've got Make Hell Tao. Okay, so come on, Make Hell. Are you going to be the man who beats me? You know what we might have to do? We might have to go for this one. Do you guys, you know, if you've been here for the whole show, we're gonna have to give it another go, guys, if we can. If he goes e6, I can't play it because it's Scholar's Mate. If I lost in 2 moves, it would be pretty embarrassing. So are we gonna see the parrot? My opponent is thinking he's already terrified of the parrot barking its beak. Barking its beak. He's gone f6, allowing the parrot. Here comes the parrot. Oh, I think he meant to play f5 because in the chat he's gone oops. Okay, what is this? The parrot strikes again. Sorry for delay. That's okay. That's okay. Make Hell Tao. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'd love to get a piece here because that would be checkmate. Can we try to do that without me going blind? Okay, let's go for. What is going on, eyeball? This one. Let's try to get the big thing. Can we get 3 out of 3 with the parrot? That would be awesome. 3 out of 3 with the parrot. Can we do that? Is the parrot? Goodbye, Simon's eye. It feels like that. What's going on? I think somehow something sneaked into my eyeball. Okay, so now I find it's trying to get a, you know, I might blindfold chess is incoming the way it's going, but he wants to try to play this one. New opening day. It certainly is, isn't it? Today is weird opening hour. So let's take that one. Can we do that? I've got to watch out for this check. Watch out for the check, Williams. Don't. Okay, what about this? This looks like the most interesting way to play. If he checks me, we know how the parrot works. We calmly move the king. The parrot's proper. So, yes, it is a bit annoying when you're playing chess and you're going blind in an eye. It's not recommended, I would say. And it does seem like I don't know what the hell's going on with my eye. But anyway, I'm a fighter, so we will continue. Now, how do I like it? I'm not a great fan at the moment of my position, especially if he gets something like here, checkmate coming in. That would be pretty awful. But the parrot is a very resilient animal. So we will try and just develop normally. Sorry about this. So my only move really, well, I can come back again, but I don't want to swap queens, even though I probably should be swapping queens. So I'm just going to move the bishop here and try to attack him with my knight. So could this be the first and only game I lose today? Could it be? Well, I hope not, because the parrot needs to keep its record. And now look, I've got my little pieces in the little position there. Don't scratch, not good for you. No, I've got something in my eye though. It's very annoying, I have to say, when you've got something stuck in your eye. So, but not much I can do about that now. And we're going to go maybe for rook f1 next, something like this. So we'll try to do that. Oh, jeez. Well, the reason I'm rubbing it, because I'm trying to get it out, whatever it is. Okay, so my opponent now threatening a check on e3. So I'm just going to give myself this square for my king. Get the king to this one. I will go and get the eyewash out. This is one of the comments I get the most by Heart Attack Chess. And again, it's weird how a lot of people, you know, when they're watching streamers, they notice the appearance more than anything else. And I've noticed this a lot from streamers, you know, not here but elsewhere. They're like, oh, look at that, look at that. And they're not actually looking at what they're streaming, but this is what I get a lot. And I don't know why people are so perplexed by the colour of my beard and the colour of my hair. And they say, his beard's really ginger, but his hair's not ginger. What is going on? Why am I so confused? I get this a lot, and it's like, well, my hair is ginger, but obviously it's something to do with the light, and also I put more wax on my hair in general, so it's not going to be as ginger. But it's just, I just find it very peculiar when people sort of come, why is his hair this colour? And they seem to like, people seem to just get very confused. Very confused. Why am I confused? Why is it, I don't know. If you lose, we'll start crying, which should remove anything. Okay, that's not a bad idea, Aerosol. If I lose, I might start crying, and that is a good solution for my eye. I like the way you're thinking. My opponent, Make Hell Tao, is saying still in theory. Completely correct, Mr. Tao. We're still in the opening books, mate. We're still in the opening books. Don't talk about his hair, you pillocks. Well, okay, thank you, Ginger. Right, what are we going to do? So my opponent's playing well, but he's a bit down on time. I'm hoping my king, and this is what normally happens in the parrot, your king starts on the king side, but it slowly wriggles its way around to safety on the queen side. So that is what we're going to try and do. I'm going to try to get my king to b3, and hopefully it will sit there reasonably comfortably. But my opponent's playing very, very sensible, and he has got extra material. And now he wants to go bishop here to stop that one. So, okay, let's go there, because now my knight might be able to move, which it couldn't do before because of the pin. It's a standard parrot. You summed it up, Mary. This is just a standard parrot. This is your everyday parrot position. I was going to say rubbish, but no, we're not going to let you down, parrot. Okay. Now, I don't want to exchange queens because it's just not on the ethos of the parrot. But I don't know what else I do, because if I go rook here, will he take there? Quite probably. And maybe I should start chasing his queen, but then he goes queen there, and that's also quite annoying. So I'm just trying to work out how to deal with this position. And I can't. I might have to exchange queens. But then he's going to take here. Okay, so maybe knight g3, because I need to defend e4. Is that a way to proceed? Let's try that one. At the moment, knight to g3. And we'll play like that. Okay. I was a bit worried about him taking that, but I was hoping he wouldn't do it because he hadn't done it thus, so far. And he is now 2 pawns to the good, so I need to start flinging my bits in there, but I'm up on time. So I've got 2 bishops. Remember, I don't actually think much about having 2 bishops, but people say 2 bishops is amazing, so I'll take their word for it. And he's trying to queen. That's not very nice of you, is it? Stop trying to queen your pawns. How dare you? Okay, let's put the king here, because that's where I wanted to put that guy. And now I need to get rid of that bishop because he was controlling that square. And control it I will as much as I can by putting the bishop on e3. Yeah. And right, next step. My opponent is doing very well. He has the better position. He's so far outplaying me, I'd say. But his time is short, and there's only one more game to go after this one. But is that a mistake? Have I caught my opponent out with this move, which is attacking his knight and attacking his queen, as I'm going blinder and blinder? And what is going on? Did I miss that one? I wanted to say no, but I've suddenly, the blindness is hitting me. Yes, I just missed that one. He's got queen here, check. Oh dear. This is not going well. I'm going to have to hustle now. I'm going to have to hustle, especially if he checks me here. Okay, he didn't check me there. That's good. I've got a little bit of a respite, but not much. Okay, I'm going to have to play dirty. I'm going to have to try win on time. I've totally, some reason, I totally forgot that my opponent was queening. Okay, so he's going to try to take everything. Okay, last desperate attack. Could this be my defeat of the day? Bishop e3. Come on, Harry. You're my only pawn. You're my only chance. Go, boy. Go, boy. Go. Go, Harry. Go, go, go. Go. Oh, I've got him. I've got him. My opponent has fallen into a checkmate position. And this is a well-known checkmate. I'm a little bit lucky, We might even show the power of the 2 bishops there. Whew, that was tough. That was tough. You played very well, Tao there. Very good game. And now the last game we're going to play before the show is over. And, well, I think we're going to call it a day now because my eye is killing. Oh, Chess Society, I did say I'll play you, so let's get a game on. We'll make this the last game. And then after this, we're going to take the stream down and I'm going to wash my eye out before I lose an eyeball. Okay, so Chess Society, the last game. Chess Society, I think a bunch of people from Italy who also stream. So go and check them out. And this is going to be the last game of the stream. And I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, do check out my channel, Ginger GM, if you want to see more of me. If you had enough of me, I understand. A lot of people get that as well. You know, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If you've had enough, it's okay. It's understandable. Right. But it's been a fun stream, and thank you, so many of you, for tuning into it. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. We've also, the most important thing is, we've got 3 out of 3 with a parrot. I forgot that last game. 3 out of 3 with a new opening that we invented today. New opening. So, it's good stuff. Right. Now, I'll try and look at the questions, but unfortunately, the monitor with the chat is that side, and as I can currently not see out of that eye, it's making it a little bit tricky, a little bit demanding. The eyeball gambit. The parrot is strong in you, Simon. It is indeed, isn't it? The parrot's done me good. Simon is gambiting an eyeball for the stream. Well, you know, it's worth it just to be here with you guys. It's worth an eyeball. You know, I'll give an eyeball up for you guys any day of the week. The colours in the back might be affecting you. Possibly. And okay, the dumbest opening in Chess Theory, but apparently it works. I'll kind of go along with that as well. I mean, it does look silly, but it's got a bit of bite, the parrot. It has a bit of bite. I will have an eye patch and a parrot on my shoulder. I like that. Nietzsche is saying, yeah, my next stream I will literally turn into a pirate. I mean, that would be good if my eye is going, and I might do that. I might actually have an eye patch and a parrot. I like that. That's a good comment. Nicely, yeah. Maybe tomorrow I will be. Who's that sucker with a parrot on his shoulder? That is the Ginger GM, or otherwise known as the Pirates. The Pirate Streamer. Red beard, eye patch, parrot, who knows? Okay, well, I'm going to get my bishop here, because we've seen this kind of idea before, trying to stop my opponent castling. And now, let's see if I can open up this file. Now, queen here looks kind of good. I could also, let's just play this first, because my rook is very good on this line as well. I'll play very natural moves. So we'll castle and try to get the queen out over here, I think, where we can pressurize some of these guys. So let's go here, because we're pressurizing c2, and I'm also threatening bishop takes here, and then queen takes d4. So we'll do that one. We will do that one as well. And this looks like a good position for me. I have quite a lot of threats, and now I can take this one. So I'm picking up a cheeky little pawn there. A cheeky little pawn. And I like my opponent's keeping the queens on. Probably a wise decision, but I'm going to, well, kind of pin that one. So if the knight moves, I'll take the queens off with a very nice ending. And I'm getting ready to launch that baby into his position. Rook c2 incoming. Oh, my words. How do I do this? How did I get something in my eye during a stream? Can anyone answer that? How did something magically, during the course of a stream, end up in my eyeball? Does anyone know the answer to that? Because I don't know how I managed to do that, and it's really annoying me at the moment. Okay, well, I'm going greedy. I'm going to take all his pawns now. Let's get them all off. Is it an angry Simmel tomorrow? Well, I don't know. Private, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm thinking I might tomorrow do some subscriber blitz like we've done here. Did I eat chili and touch it? No, I haven't eaten any chili today. We had a kebab earlier. We ordered a kebab. Yeah, I do like a bit of a kebab. Doesn't everyone like a bit of a kebab? So it can't be that. I've had kebab, but it did have chili in it, but it's not that. So I can feel it in my eye. You know, you can feel something there. Not a very nice feeling. I don't recommend anyone goes for it. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be alright. It's only an eye after all. It's only an eye. It's only an eye. And yeah. So I'll try to get one more bloody thing. And I don't know what the next Chess.com thing is going on. You should check out this their schedule, see what they got planned. This game seems to be going alright. So it looks like I've only drawn one game today. And of course, the only draw I had was in the Parrot opening. As we discussed, I got a lot of pawns. A lot of pawns going on. And I should have too many pawns here, shouldn't I? Now, do I have something flash here, like rook here, trying to eliminate more pieces? Because when your piece is up, or when your material up, and I've got 1, 2, 3 more pawns, it's a good idea to swap pieces off the board, making it simpler to go as we go along. And don't leave after the stream, because we're gonna give everyone a raid, and we're gonna go over to Bigfoot's channel and give him. So he's a great streamer, lovely guy. You guys can check him out. I'm just trying to remember the raid command to do it. Okay, so let's. Well, I was thinking about grabbing another one, but that would not be a good idea. Now, who said if you've got a passed pawn, it must be pushed? So that is a passed pawn. So we'll push that one down the board and try to get a queen. Okay, now I could. Should we be greedy? Let's just take everything. I'm going to take every single pawn. Every single pawn is coming off the board now, and he must have a problem with his back rank now. So his king has to come up. His king is looking very exposed. So let's try to attack it. And can we keep the attack going? Another check here. How about this? Where does he move his king now? Does he have to come further forwards? That would be pretty brave of him, because then I have rook e4 coming in. Into the position. And this is looking pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed. If you got a chance to play me, if you didn't get a chance to play me, hopefully you will in the future. And I'm pretty sure there's no back rank. I've just got to watch out for this. And after this move, I think my opponent is, well, he's really losing now. I mean, he's losing. I'm just going to move this so my king can't get back ranked, and it's all over. So there we go. So thank you everyone who's joining the stream today. If you want to see more of me, then go and check out my Twitch channel, GingerGM. I'm now going to douse my eye and find out what the hell's going on. But it's been a very enjoyable 3 hours. So thank you everyone who's tuned into this, watching some cool chess, some parrot variations, and watching my eye in slow decline. So it's quite late here. It's after 11 o'clock in the night. So I'm going to go and have a rest and leave you to it. I hope you all have a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow. And again, thank you so much. So goodbye for now. Bye. And I'll see you all later.